has also given the oral team the green light to investigate anyone suspected of possessing government property, including Minority Leader Alexander Afenyomarkin, whose property holdings have become a public concern.
The nominee was trying to prove to him that if acquisition of government lease is wrongful, then as a chairman of the oral, we have evidence that you've also acquired a government lease for 99 years, and I have the document with me. You see, it is now left with oral to investigate into anybody's acquisition. For example, including that of Afenyomarkin and Bernard Ahiafo. If I have a lease from government, they can delve into the circumstances leading to my lease from the government and as to whether it is genuine.
But in an earlier interview on The Probe with MF Apau, the Minority Leader Afenyomarkin insisted he had nothing to hide.
Though I was not in public service, I started business early. I've worked for Guinness. I have my trucks were doing work for Diamond Cement from Tablibo to Togo to Aflawo to Bupe. So I am not one of those people who would come in and I'm not a tenant. I am a landlord. I'm not somebody who will buy property and put it in somebody's name. I won't do it. I will never do it. It is my bona fide.
Yes.
And I am proud of my work.
Well, the Minister Designate for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, has condemned the violent clash that happened at Nsawatre over the weekend, which resulted in the death of a football fan. The deceased, Francis Frimpong, popularly known as Pole, was believed to be a passionate supporter of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. While Minister Kofi Adams says anyone found guilty will face the law.
Government will follow through to its logical conclusion. It doesn't matter who is involved. It will not matter who is involved. If you are found guilty that you instigated, you participated, the appropriate actions will be taken by government, because we are not going to tolerate any such act. This government, the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will not tolerate any violence whatsoever, any hooliganism at any of our stadia.
A former Minister of Employment and Labour Relations, Ignatius Bafuewa, who doubles as the executive chairman of Nsawatre Man Football Club, and two others have been arrested by the police to assist with investigations. Here are excerpts of that statement from the police.
The suspects are Ignatius Bafuewa, Ajimandua Owusu, and Treme Joseph. All three suspects are currently in police custody, assisting in the investigation. A search conducted in the room of suspect Ajimandua Owusu led to the retrieval of 2 dresses with suspected bloodstains and an MP23 pistol with 15 rounds of ammunition. It ends that a special team has been deployed from the Criminal Investigation Department and from the headquarters here in Accra to assist the Bono Regional Police Command in the investigation.
The Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Obenewa Oklu, has set improved sanitation achievements as a key performance indicator for new MMDCs. Also, security and street decongestion, according to the minister, will be part of her strategy to transform Greater Accra region. James Aveji reports.
The new Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Obenewa Akwele, has just taken office, and she's been outlining sanitation, security as top priorities for her to transform the region in the next 4 years.
One of the key performance indicators for metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives will be their effectiveness in managing sanitation and waste. In line with this, there will be a regional sanitation day on the last Friday of every month.
On the matter of security, she said she would use the next 50 days to fix all dead street lights on the major streets of Accra.
Oh yes, in fact, within 50 days in office, all these things should be fixed. 50 days in office, yeah. Yes, not even all, but we'll make sure that majority, at least 70% of it.
I am James Savaji for Joy News.
The CEO of the Environmental Protection Agency, or Authority, I beg your pardon, Professor Nanama Brown-Cliche, has signaled stricter regulation and monitoring of mining activities in forest reserves. This comes amid mounting pressure from groups like the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining and the concerned citizens of Etiwa landscape. Professor Cliche assured that the EPA will intensify oversight on existing mining operations.
My recommendation will be President boldly to say there should not be any mining in the forest area. But currently, the challenge we have now is that entry has been allowed in the past, and we have big mining companies that are already in the forest. And it looks like we don't have an option but to regulate that. Without the law, we allow them to practice or to mine any way they want in the forest. And I heard last week that the President said we should revoke most of those licenses, and I hope that the big mining companies with all their powers will have their licenses revoked as well, so that we will not have mining in the forest.
5 months ago, Joy News was at Mile 7 roundabout listening to the frustrations of motorists battling gaping potholes. Today, motorists are in despair as the road remains unrepaired and dangerous. Jacqueline Ansumari Yeboah reports.
The potholes are the main cause of traffic here. If they can help repair the roads, the traffic will be reduced.
That was the cry of some drivers 5 months ago when we visited Mile 7 roundabout, a road riddled with potholes, frustrating drivers and damaging vehicles. Today, the story hasn't changed. Drivers and motorists are still navigating this obstacle course of a road, risking their vehicles and safety. Many are disappointed, with some saying it feels like their complaints have fallen on deaf ears.
The potholes for here, they no be small, because when you from the ABC there they come, before you read the roundabout, you see the speed for the inside. But before, because of the potholes, you know go speed. And traffic too, they cause traffic too for here.
This area is in terrible condition, and when it rains, it gets even worse. The entire place floods because of the potholes. I've been using this route for a long time, and as a driver, we usually load from Accra directly to our destinations. However, because of the poor road conditions, we now load straight to Dome and take alternative routes.
And that's it for this morning's bulletin. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Are you a female entrepreneur, young business owner, agribusiness, fintech, or agri-tech venture? This one's for you. We see your need for funding for your business, and we believe that your story matters. So in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, ABSA is offering you collateral-free loans of up to 1 million Ghana cedis at 10% interest rate per annum. We've already pumped over 1.3 billion cedis into over 6,000 businesses. Yours is next. Visit our SME project office, your nearest ABSA branch, or head to absa.com.gh. Your story matters. ABSA.
How
How secured are you? Let me ask you again. How secured are you? Say yes loud with confidence when you are protected by Millennium Insurance, because it gives you great reliability and comfort. Sign on any of our products today, be it motor, fire, burglary, accidents, travels, bonds, liabilities, engineering, marine and aviation insurance. Visit our offices in Accra, Northridge, Tema, Kumasi, Kofridia, Takrady, or any of our 30 agents nationwide. Call 0302 766 631 or 0504 394 997.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush the clean and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Looking to give your special one an electrified Valentine's gift? Electroland is here with Electro Love offers. From top best brands to Hope in Love discounts and freebies, we got you sorted. With $8.99 Ghana cedis, you can blast into your favorite love tunes with Nasco Home Theatre. Enjoy a chilled night with our Nasco 1.0 AC at 3,499 Ghana cedis. How about a TCL bedside fridge to cool your favorite champagne at a cool 2,299 Ghana cedis? Surprise the love of your life with a 9 kg Samsung twin-top semi-auto washing machine at 3,999 Ghana cedis. Don't forget to join our Chedia Kessie promo to win amazing weekly and monthly giveaways. Visit our showrooms across Ghana to enjoy. Electroland, home of affordable electronics and appliances.
What are you paying for? A delicious meal at the restaurant? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Buying fuel for your car? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Shopping online or at the mall or your favorite supermarket? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. When you need to pay, do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. With a large network of merchants and payment points, the SG Ghana Visa Card is your secure and convenient way to get things done in Ghana. You can also use the SG Ghana Visa Card for secure online purchases. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa Card today. To find out more, call 0302 214 314. That's 0302 214 314. Société Générale Ghana. The future is you.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM and the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner, as well as Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you, which means we can now bring you the Joy Business Report brought to us by Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature, and Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Akbafu.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great. You?
Oh, as you can see, God is taking care of his children.
Yes, he definitely
another
is.
day. We're doing well. We're doing well.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing very well.
Well, I'm doing very well. And this morning, deep questions that need much reflection. I was listening to your introduction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We want to assess our members of parliament, whether these are the best men we can have in parliament, and whether they truly represent who we are as a people.
Remember, the title is honorable.
Honorable, yes.
And they love to have it.
Yeah. Even though, in the standing orders of parliament, it says that in the chamber of parliament, you address them as honorable with the name or honorable with the constituency. So the honorable member of parliament for, say, Mpoho, or say the honorable Kwao.
Okay.
it is not. So when you leave Parliament, it's not, it's not compulsory that you're called honorable, but they still want to be known as honorable, because today assembly members are called honorables. At our universities, when at the General Assembly, the young ones are also called honorables. In fact, the speakers of our parliaments come with the title Right Honorable, and I'm like, why do we like titles that much? But I want us to look at something. But also, how do we hold these people accountable? Is it a case of, so that's it. And you can see that we're so polarized that
very much so.
Anything that happens, it is us against them.
Yeah.
We take two, it becomes two sides. The NPP side, the NDC side, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Why are we not able to hold our leaders accountable? Why is it difficult, for instance, for appointees to share their source of funding with everybody? Why should that be a problem?
It should be open knowledge.
Look. There was an American, I think it was John Edwards, who had engaged in some campaign funding challenges. He was tried. This is a senator. He had been vice presidential candidate to John Kerry. Nobody prevented him from facing trial.
And I don't know if you're referring to the same case, but I think something happened recently. I forget the name of the senator in question, but his own party condemned it as well.
Yeah. So in the US, when it comes to campaign funding, if you collect, you must account for it.
Yeah.
Even the donations you receive is known. The donations that are given to you are known. Sometimes, by virtue of your association with a politically exposed person, you are probed.
Yeah.
In fact, in other jurisdictions, part of the reason people do not get into politics is that they don't want public scrutiny. But here, if you don't want scrutiny, get into politics. Why is that the case? We'll have these conversations here on the Super Morning Show. Get on to X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 05511111997. Time now for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, new Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Isiama promises to focus on inflation target and mandate, ruling out drastic changes to ongoing initiatives by the regulator. Also coming up, Government Statistician Professor Samuel Kwabnenim raises concern about surging food inflation as he pushes for some aggressive measures to contain the situation. Plus, tallow oil set to commence fresh drilling on Jubilee fields from May this year. A move expected to significantly improve crude oil production and Ghana's tax earnings from their activities. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidon on KT Radio. The new governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, is promising to focus on the bank's core mandate of keeping inflation at low levels as he rules out drastic changes to current initiatives. Here's George Affe with the report.
Dr. Johnson Isiama, during the engagement with the two deputy governors of the Bank of Ghana, maintained that the status quo will be maintained, but was quick to add that this should not be seen as a blanket assurance.
We have a mandate as a central bank, so that is what our mandate remains. Nothing changes. A few tweaks here and there in the light of but we'll communicate that appropriately.
The new governor maintained that everything will be done on its part to ensure that the transition is indeed a smooth one, whilst prioritizing the Bank of Ghana's interest.
The good thing is, some of the people here are people we know already, and so the transition, you can be sure, will be smooth.
He also revealed that he was humbled by his nomination as governor of the Bank of Ghana by President John Mahama.
In the boardroom at the old building, you had the photographs of the previous governor. And I can remember my early days in the bank. I never knew there would come a day when I would join those honorable men.
Dr. Siama had this advice for those who were looking forward to be one day named as governor of the Bank of Ghana.
It's something that should motivate everyone. That the little things you do, you have no idea where it will get you. And so do it well, take your chances, make the best out of them. Leave a good mark. And above everything else, you have to serve this country. That's one thing I've seen.
Dr. Johnson Esiama during the engagement also assured the market and investors that they will continue to implement programs in line with the monetary policy measures of the Bank of Ghana.
Georgia is starting us off with that report. Now, government statistician Professor Samuel Kobnenim is raising serious concern about the surging food inflation. Latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service revealed that the prices of food items continue to surge, reaching 28.3% in January, the highest over the past 10 months. Professor Enim noted that there is a need for more engagement to deal with this challenge.
Food inflation consistently since August 2024 has seen an increase. In August 2024, food inflation was 19.1%, and we're currently talking about food inflation of 28.3%, almost a 10 percentage point change over this 6-month period. But what is intriguing from our point of view is when you disaggregate it in terms of the subclasses that we have under food inflation, and as was indicated earlier on, we have about 15 of that we present on a monthly basis, and consistently in the last 13 months we've seen the dominance of vegetables, tubers and plantains. So one can surmise that over the last 6 months the consistent increase in food inflation that we've seen over the period has largely been driven by vegetables, tubers and plantains. This also is further supported with the observation that yam on a year-on-year basis recorded a change of 72.9%, which is one of the items that you're going to find under vegetables, tubers and plantains.
That was government statistician Professor Samuel Kobnenim. Well, we can now hear from economist Professor Peter Korte, who is calling for more investments in large-scale commercial farming to deal with the challenge of food inflation.
But we have to work on food inflation. We need to move from over-reliance on rain-fed agriculture and do more of irrigated agriculture. I maintain that we should look at commercial farming, large-scale commercial farming. We shouldn't just be subsidizing fertilizer for small-scale farming alone. We need some of these anchor farmers. You need some of these large-scale commercial farmers who will drive the chain. We look at the outgrowers and drive them along. If we support them with guaranteed credit, like we've done with GESA, and expand its coverage so that large-scale commercial farming, irrigated agriculture is enhanced.
Economist Professor Peter Korte there. You're listening to the Joy Business Report. We've got an update from the fuel market as some oil marketing companies have started increasing prices of petroleum products at the pumps. Shell this morning selling a litre of diesel at around 16 cedis 23 pesos, whilst petrol is going for 16 cedis 20 pesos. More oil firms are expected to adjust their prices this morning. The projected increase has been linked to rising prices of crude oil on the international market and the depreciation of the cedi. In other news, President John Mahama has called on all African governments to swiftly consider full adoption of the Pan-Africa payment and settlement systems to open up the continent for more trade and business activities. The president said this when he addressed heads of state from the region at the closing of this year's African Prosperity Dialogue in Accra.
We must strengthen African supply chains to ensure that our industries produce goods and services that meet both regional and global standards. We must harmonize our trade policies to eliminate non-tariff barriers and reduce the cost of doing businesses across borders. We must fast-track the full operationalization of the Pan-African payment and settlement system to facilitate the payment for goods and services across our continent. If we commit to these actions, we can unlock a $3.4 trillion market, creating jobs and prosperity for millions of Africans across this continent.
You heard President John Mahama. Now, telecom operators have indicated that they will push for some clarity from government over proposals to carry out another SIM re-registration exercise. Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam George, at his vetting revealed that government plans to carry out the re-registration to deal with previous shortcomings. Now, Ken Ashibe is Chief Executive of the Chamber of Telecommunications.
In terms of the proposal made by the minister designate, we need to bear in mind that this was at the vetting, and so it was very light on details. He, however, said that he would engage stakeholders. So we are waiting for his approval by Parliament and the president swearing him in. And I'm sure quickly we would engage in some discussion with him to understand a lot more clearly what he intends to do, the policy directions, and then also the way the implementations are going to be done. As an industry, we will definitely give him some input into it to ensure that we can improve on it.
That was Ken Ashiwe, Chief Executive of the Chamber of Telecommunications, on the Communications Minister Designate's plan to carry out a SIM re-registration exercise. Now, turning to one of our top stories this morning, oil exploration firm Tullow has announced that it will commence fresh drilling on the Jubilee fields for May this year. The move is expected to help improve crude oil production, which has been on the decline in recent times. Here's more in this report.
The disclosure was captured in Tullow Oil's January trading update and operational statement released by the firm just last week. The oil exploration firm is set to deploy one of the latest technology that will ensure the right data is gathered to aid exploration work on the Jubilee and Chinibu-Nyirantumi oil fields. Tullow Oil believes this will go a long way to improve exploration and production of crude. These two wells, Tullow Oil experts, will come on stream from the third quarter of this year. It also announced that there should be some planned shutdown of Jubilee fields for some maintenance works that will last for about 2 weeks in the first half of this year. Tullow Oil is, however, projecting that it should have little impact on the total production from the Jubilee fields for this year. The Group Chief Executive of Tullow Oil in the same trading update report added that following the resolution of the tax charge issues with the Ghana Revenue Authority, they are indeed set for an exciting year.
All right, quick update on the commodity market. Crude oil continues to drop on the international market, selling at $75 a barrel. Gold open trading at $2,816 an ounce after increasing by almost $2. Cocoa gained $57 to open trading at $10,912 a ton. Now, to Investor Eye, we continue our series on unstructured supplementary service data, pumps, popularly known as USSD codes. Ebu Anamwa Mensa tells us why you should cross-check the source of every USSD code you dial. Take a listen.
So with USSD, they're simple. Usually you're just making 2 or 3 step payment process, or if it's a financial product, you are using it to either buy an investment, deposit money in savings. It's inherently safe. What tends to be the challenge is if someone claims he's helping you to do something on that, that's where the fraud can occur. So yes, I know of situations where people have been called and asked to go through a USSD application to commit a transaction, and that transaction is really just transferring money to them or to one of their partners. So it's important that you know how the application works. And again, the documentation, the information about this exists, right? And first of all, it must be an application that is provided by a licensed entity. If it's a bank, all banks are licensed, right? There's no bank that can provide this service. If it's a PSP, payment service provider, what we typically call fintech, they are not that recognized. So you need to be able to know who they are.
Okay, so make a date on Thursday for another episode of Investor Eye. Before we go, let's check the currency market. Not much has changed from yesterday. The dollar going for 16 cedis 20 pesos. That's what the Forex bureaus are offering clients. The British pound, 19 cedis 55 pesos. The euro going for 16 cedis 52 pesos. If you're doing business with the commercial banks, you're quoting the dollar at 15 cedis 34 pesos. More news on our website, myjournline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with the Honorable Winston Amwa.
Winston Amwa, that's okay. Honorable Pocho. In this era of titles, but hey, I mean, Winston Amwa is okay. Thank you very much, Daryl. Time now for our inspirational song, one by Joe Metal, Yahweh.
hope you are doing well today.
Oh, God is taking care of his children.
Certainly, the children might not include
Good
George,
morning,
but that's
Winston.
fine.
And when God takes care of you, your duty is that when He blesses you, you also bless your brethren.
That's
God
very
bless
important.
us.
Yes.
That
to
is not
bless
in doubt.
others.
Charity.
That is certainly not in
So,
doubt.
Charity.
Yes.
It's
So
very,
we must
very
bless
critical.
absolutely
That
crucial.
is very, very
I mean, that's what
important.
I subscribe to.
Yes.
I'd prefer to help the less privileged
Yes.
than going to give my money.
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
How about do you expect
No,
he's going to
I
say
know
something?
what
don't even know
I know
to
what
say.
he's going to say. That's what I
Okay.
said. Hold on. You understand? But the critical thing
But
is
some of
that
us don't know what he's going to say.
I know what he's going to say.
Why don't you wait for me?
Yes, let the man finish.
Spare controversy and all that. We'll enter into a different argument about whether that is justified or not and all those things.
It is better to help the less privileged.
True.
Than contributing your money to a pastor.
They take
contributing your money to a church that is in several activities that indirectly also help the less privileged in society. Some of these churches are into clinics, hospitals.
And the clinics and hospitals, they don't charge when they come. They're not on insurance.
More of like subsidized, you know. A lot of philanthropic work.
The Christian health,
the church.
Hold on, the Christian Health
I know that.
Association of
Yes, I know that.
They go on strike.
As for the
non-payment.
but yes, I know that for the Catholic Church, there are specific institutions that are heavily subsidized, and that becomes a burden onto the church sometimes with funding. So if other sources do not provide the monies required for it, so for example, those days when the NHIA was not giving they will take your card, but still they will not get the money. They were really suffering because of the difficulties.
In that case, I wouldn't have a problem contributing.
True.
I have a problem contributing when I do not see what the money is being used for.
Okay.
You see, this morning we're going to be talking about accountability.
Yeah.
I don't know why in this country people find it very difficult to account for their stewardship.
I have sat in a church where they've read accounts of the church.
Of course.
But I mean, of course, this is the Catholic Church. I don't know, but I've not had the privilege, and I've attended some other new Pentecostalist churches too. I've not had the privilege of seeing that happen. I've not seen them publish the records before.
Yeah.
Some might say it is akin to being secretive, but clearly I'm not intending to pierce that particular veil.
Well, I mean,
but accountability
that is not a public entity.
No, I spoke to
entity.
I spoke to
shareholders in that. The governing council, they are privy to the accounts.
Yes.
I spoke to a pastor.
But hold on. So the thing is not a public entity, so they are not supposed to share their accounts with the
you
public.
are subject to scrutinizing.
I spoke to a pastor who told me that the tithe is for the pastor.
You see why I told you we shouldn't go.
Is
to
it a public
the
place?
Ideological argument,
Church,
biblical.
The church grounds.
Yeah,
it's a public place.
Yes.
If you misbehave there, the laws of this country will catch up with you. Yeah, actually, our law say you cannot misbehave on the church grounds.
Raymond, let's get into our drive.
But how about church finances?
No, we'll probe all of that.
It will be fair and proper.
When the church,
in fact, the church should be the place that should subject itself to Pope, highest level, because we are clean.
When the church is in the business, they pay taxes. When they operate a bookshop or a restaurant,
they
pay taxes.
But when they take tithe, they
if
must
it's
account
classified as gifts that is supposed to help philanthropic duties,
they must.
That's why they don't tax.
Classification is not a problem.
I stand to be corrected. That is why NGOs are not taxed. I stand to be corrected on that one because of what they do.
Yes, but the essence of accountability,
it's
to ensure that you are going according to.
So why is there institutions that are engaged in philanthropic activities are not taxed because of the work they are doing?
No, but
and when it comes
George,
to the
there
church,
are two things. So
when it comes to the church,
transparency has nothing to do with
when you come to the church, you think that there should be different rules.
No. Nobody is saying. In fact, actually, you are taking it to a different conversation. We are talking about transparency. Making it open has nothing to do with whether or not you should be taxed. You get the point. In fact, to determine which income ought to be taxed, we ought to know.
Yes.
So making it open is actually the first step in determining whether you should be given the leeway to even have more businesses without being taxed.
Then we would decide whether there's accountability.
True.
See, I'll give you that article, Accountability and Transparency.
That sounds like a PNDC. Now, if you are driving to work this morning and you are a pastor, this is a campaign that you should be interested in, because the Joy News and Multimedia Group's Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial General Assurance, Solid Protection. This morning, because of the issues with fatigue, and if you live on the highway or very close to one, you realize that some of the drivers can see the man is very tired. The rate at which he's driving and tiredness. In fact, there's a study I read that the impact of a tired brain is similar to the impact of crack cocaine on the brain.
Hey.
Yes. So the same impairment you might suffer from being tired on the road is the same impairment or similar to that you might suffer when you are consuming crack cocaine. Our laws, according to the Ghana's Driver's Guide, says drivers need good rest to be effective on the road. In fact, the road traffic regulation does not allow a person to drive a car for more than 4 hours without rest, or more than 8 hours in a 24-hour period without rest, or more than 500 kilometers without rest, or whichever comes first. So the regulations require driver to take compulsory rest of at least 30 minutes after each continuous period of 4 hours driving, or at least 8 consecutive hours of rest in a period of 24 hours calculated from the commencement of the period of driving. So that's what the law says.
That's very important. So, I mean, for me, whenever I'm driving, at some point I stop.
What's I did right?
No,
when you are in a rush to get somewhere, and Charlie,
look, when I was going to, I mean, I was in my hometown last week. So when I got to Apam, I stopped.
Okay. Not for fufu or
fufu is also part of
it. Because I know the people who stop at Enyinem or the along the
or stop for some water to drink after the fufu quench your thirst.
Then you rest.
Yes.
And then you continue.
That is rest.
Yes, then you continue. So you grab something to eat, then you rest, and then continue. I mean, I spent about an hour and a half at a palm.
Okay.
But how can you eat fufu for 1.5 hours?
But when you are driving to Paloma for fufu, that one you need to rest.
Oh no, but that's and when I'm going to my farm, it's about 2 hours to the farm.
Yes.
I mean, so you drive straight in there.
Well,
anyway, and so that one is there. George, relax. When you're traveling, when you're driving, after 4 hours,
I don't like driving when it comes to travel. Seriously, I don't like it. I mean, if there are other means of traveling, I would always want to use that than driving.
These days, the other means.
I agree with you.
These days, the other means are expensive. But let's get to.
That's also true. Yes, and that's something that we should check.
We have to check that. I mean, the last time I tried,
you don't have trains, right? We don't have trains.
You have to fly.
Yes, but it is expensive to do so.
Last time I was
needlessly expensive.
Last time I was looking for a ticket to Kumasi. It was about it was around 2,000, just in.
Can you believe that?
So a return 4,000.
Can you believe
and
that?
This is what they do. That even if you try to book in advance,
they
tell you there are no tickets. There are tickets, but they'll tell you there are no tickets
because
they want you to get close. So they sell it to you. It gets expensive. I mean, excessive capitalism.
No, I agree with you.
Anyway.
I'm happy that today you are admitting that excessive capitalism, or what is called Pope John Paul called it the savagery of capitalism, is dangerous for any state.
You want a national carrier to operate?
I don't have a difficulty. In fact, I think trains should be running on that route.
Yeah.
And it will not be, and I've been told that it will not be cost effective. We will not get the money for it. But in the long run, if you consider the pollution cost, if you consider the convenience, if you consider all the other factors, we may need to even bring back that concept of sky trains.
Let's learn how to say it right. And it's brought to us by Kingdom Books at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say either.
So today's word is not one that we're going to engage in pronunciation per se. Stadium. Stadium. But this is it. Many of you have asked the question, what is the plural? Is it stadia or stadiums? Okay, so I share with you today. When it comes to British English, you can say stadiums, and it's correct. You can also say stadia. However, in the United States of America, the plural is stadia. They wouldn't go for stadiums, but if you said stadiums, you wouldn't be wrong. You are definitely right if you say stadiums. But if you want to be on a safer side, stadia, and you're good to go. And that's how you say it right.
Just a quick one. I have this challenge here. I mean, when it comes to, unless things are changing, the standard for English, it has to be the British English, right?
Yes.
So sometimes those arguments about
no,
British
I mean,
America,
it's just a.
That's just me personally.
That's just a clarification so that people know the source of the confusion. But Raymond, you wanted to make a point.
This issue that you have clarified today was a matter of contention in the Legon Hall Congress for almost 2 hours. The literature, linguistic students were seeking to put a very good friend into order on the matter. And this clarification, oh, come on. Almost 2 hours the people were fighting over the matter. It was, yes, can you believe
there's
that?
Actually, so there's a debate.
Yes.
On it's you know, when you borrow a word, and English has a lot of borrowed words. So when you borrow a word, do you pronounce the word how it is pronounced in the original language, or you pronounce it in your language? So there are those who, for instance, will say something like a restaurant. Restaurant. It's a French.
French word.
I mean, it's a French word.
Yeah.
So, do you pronounce it restaurant as it will be pronounced in French, or you pronounce it as restaurant in English? You pronounce it with a T, which means you're pronouncing it in English. So, the proponents of that suggest that you don't need to say stadiums. But there's another school of thought that says, no, the original word, the plural, is stadia. So, let's stay with it. Let's stick to it. And that's, what has led to all of that. I mean, I had a lecturer who was teaching phonetics and phonology at the time, who would never say stadia. He says stadiums.
At the end of the day, there is a deer and there's a deer.
2 hours that people were fighting over this matter.
And it's interesting when these debates come up, because when we went to university, when we were learning about vowels, and I've told you about the fact that there are about 25 vowels in the English language, even though when we went to school we learned 5. The vowel 1 and vowel 2, I had a debate. I saw 2 lecturers arguing, if I were in a debate, over the pronunciation of those 2 vowels. One said it was E and E. The other said it's E and A, as in sit and seat. His argument was that the stress in a vowel is dependent on the phonetic environment. So you cannot say that one is E and E just like that, because whether we stress it or not depends on the phonetic environment. If it's preceded or succeeded by consonant, you know how to go about it. A huge debate. And I was sitting down. I was standing close to them. But at the end of the argument, I agreed and started with the late Professor Kofi Edu Yankson that it was E and A, because you cannot say sit down. You can only be sit down. Anyway, let's get into the newspaper review brought to us by Syntex Tanker, Stronger, Tough, and Access Bank, more than banking.
The Daily Graphic is reporting this morning, we must collaborate to rid Accra of filth. This is the Greater Accra Regional Minister saying. I've heard her also say that she will fix street lights within the first 50 days. I like the way nowadays, when they add deadlines to it, we can easily hold them to it.
Sharp.
Yes. But we've had deadlines before, Winston. Yes. We've had, when it comes to filth in Accra, yes, making it the cleanest city in Africa. It's still a very viable dream that may be achieved in the nearest future. But it became an 8-year project, which is still uncompleted to today.
You know what I think we should do?
Yes.
You know what I think we should do? Government must not in any way pay for the cleaning of Accra. Because the moment you leave that to government, there will be corruption. The proper thing to do is that once government zones Accra, now the residents of Accra become responsible. And we must know. So for instance, in my estate, if the waste management company doesn't show up, the residents will take on the executive and say, why haven't you shown up?
Because you paid for it.
You pay for it. Now, we extend that to say, you are going to be cleaning the streets, okay, for this percentage, which could come from the assemblies.
Yeah.
Or per virtue of how much you charge these residents, a percentage be used in the cleaning of the streets. You would see how people would hold the waste management companies accountable. Because once it is government, everybody thinks it's some, far away figure that you cannot, think about.
You can't hold anybody responsible for it.
Yeah. Even though we can hold them responsible, many Ghanaians, because you see, they don't feel that they're paying for this. But if we're paying for it, so if I paid, and by extension, that amount that I paid was to be used for, cleaning of my streets and everything, and I knew the waste management company responsible, I would go and hold that company.
But Winston, don't you think that is still a breakdown of our local governance system as well? Because if it was working efficiently, some of these things should be addressed.
You see,
I was standing by, just
you.
a second on this. I was standing by, just what you mentioned, a watches seller, when she was fighting, the lady takes levies, right? Yeah. Yes. She told the levy that, have you seen this, what they call the refuse dump here? It's been full and overflowing, affecting my business. But every morning, you come here and take money from me. So what do you do with the money? The lady's response that, but I'm not the one to remove that. I will tell them.
Look at that.
You see, the disconnect. But the woman knew that what she's paying for should yield some results.
Yeah.
And so she was demanding action that at least deal with that particular thing alone. The response was that, I would remind them to do what is needful. To me, it is a step towards demanding accountability from the people who you are put in charge, and they are demanding money from you.
You see, you make a point, George, about if our decentralization was working.
It's working.
I agree with you. But this is the other point. Even if we elect MMDCEs and do not change the laws, we haven't done anything. Because what we have seen is that ministers can actually decide how the assembly should spend. So their common fund sometimes is used as source.
As an administrator sitting in Accra.
Sitting in Accra. And deciding that you need district road infrastructure improvement district road improvement program. So I am going to use your share of the common fund to purchase that for you. You do not know how much it cost. You do not know whether or not you needed it at the point in time, or whether your existing equipment are functioning. You don't know. All you hear is that we've bought this for you. End of story. And even ownership has become a problem. You heard the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development at the vetting. What I am saying is that, look, yes, the Assembly should be in charge of these things. They're already supposed to be in charge. But the point is that the moment you say, give this percentage, this is it's from the state, we'll go and engage in those shady deals that we engage in. But if we are, and it is advertised, we know who's in charge, my brother, like we demand accountability, we will.
Now, the other stories, let me just run through the rest quickly. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area to launch transit scheme on Abidjan-Lagos corridor. And that will be very, very wonderful, actually. And it's I've always in love with integration, an element to bring people in the sub-region and on the continent together. The dream of Nkrumah to be realized one way or the other in my lifetime. Now, in Swatreman, owner arrested, and we spent the entire morning yesterday on this matter about how people go to a football game and one person ends up being dead, and the matter could have been swept under the carpet easily, like we've done in times past. But there appears to be some action happening. Later on, the police said they had arrested some people, including a former minister, who was in the video calming down people also. If that's what the signaling was like. So Ignatius Bafwa, the former employment labor minister, is part of the people that have been arrested. Hopefully they will get justice. Justice for the people, justice for the dead, and justice for the people who have been arrested too.
Remember, quick one, after May 9th, there was a commission that was set up. There were recommendations about the structure of stadia or stadiums.
No, but
and all these things, you understand me? And when I saw Herbert Mensah speaking on our network yesterday on Pulse, I was like, we told ourselves never again.
Yeah.
So what happened? Ghana Football Association.
Well, the biggest story on the front page is teacher trainee allowance to go. Government pledges enhanced students loan scheme. Education minister hints. I don't even think that this is hinting. I think the NDC had always been on this position right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I want to see what they call the enhanced students loan scheme. It became a bit preposterous to have a certain teacher trainees enjoying a certain form of allowance when they had now been called tertiary institutions. And by being called tertiary institutions, their colleagues, so for example, the guy who is doing education at UCC is supposed to take loan. But the guy who is also doing a similar education program in a college of education is being given an allowance.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to many people. When the two may end up in the classroom the same way. Well, so that's what Haruna Josu's picture is here is explaining. They should share that document with us, or they are waiting for the education forum. One of the things that's also slipping under the radar is that, true to the promise, they have set up an 8-member team to plan the education conversation that they promised in the manifesto. Hopefully that will be a meaningful conversation, not a conversation that has strings attached. No, you can't talk about this. You can't explore this. This matter is cut and dry. Nobody can touch it. It is our education sector that we are reviewing in its entirety. I always relish participating in the National Education Sector Annual Review, NESA. For a very long time under Akufo-Addo, it was not happening, or maybe it was happening without some of us participating. I'm hoping that this will be a meaningful engagement, and not one that is already predetermined in somebody's bedroom, so that it falls down somebody's throat with the way that we have done policy in this republic anyway. So that's the biggest story on the front page of the daily.
Let's do
graphic.
the Ghanaian Times. The Ghana Investment Trade Week launched commit to political will to real estate sector over core construction group chairman to government. And also GFA commences investigations into the Nsra incident. 2 friends get 20 years over illegal possession of guns and theft. These are the lead stories on the front page of the Ghanaian Times.
Okay, let's get into the online news review, and that's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy, Goyle Yenara Yendia. And let's get on to my joyonline.com this morning, and says Apenyu marking faces privileges committee if he fails to apologize to Clark. That's according to Bernard Ahiafo, who is the first deputy speaker of parliament. Recall suspended MPs and dissolve ad hoc committee, Apenyu Marking tells Speaker. I have a good relationship with Apenyu Marking, but struggles with his SSS. I'm sure that's Bernard Ahiafo. Let's see what's on citynewsroom.com this morning. Bernard Ahiafo justifies Bagbing's decision to suspend 4 MPs. I'll soon engage traditional leaders on combating Galamsey Emmanuel Ama Kofibua. And then on CNN this morning, a lot of things about the United States, but it says El Salvador offers to house violent U.S. criminals and deportees of any nationality in unprecedented deal. I'm sure if you get there also, you'd see what's been happening to U.S. aid. That's something that Trump has decided to.
Hopefully it's not another Guantanamo Bay.
I hope so.
The people who push democracy cannot be having extrajudicial systems and pretend that that's also democratic.
I feel that African countries were immune until I saw Trump attacking South Africa. Whether you can draw the link, Elon Musk, and the South African route and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Now time for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, an Old Mutual 10 years of greatness, here for a lifetime.
Thursday at 9:30 and 21 GMT. At 8:30 GMT, Business Daily. Today we head to Germany to ask why more workers there are calling in sick. The country has a very generous sick leave policy, and as a result, the average worker takes 20 days off sick each year. We'll look at the impact this is having on the economy. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with Lebu Diseko and Rob Young.
Coming up, a trade conflict between the US and China, the world's two biggest economies, has intensified after the US imposed a further border tax of 10% on goods from China. Moments later, Beijing announced retaliatory tariffs against US energy exports and other equipment. We'll turn to Beijing for a detailed analysis of what this could mean.
President Trump's proposed 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, which was set to come into effect today, will be paused for a month. We'll get reaction from a former Canadian opposition leader.
And we'll hear the story of one child from the Gaza Strip, one of many keen to leave the territory for medical attention abroad. But first, a bulletin of the latest world headlines.
I'm Stuart McIntosh with the BBC News. Hello. Beijing has announced retaliatory tariffs against Washington after a further 10% charge was imposed on all Chinese exports to the United States. The Chinese government said the measures against US goods would take effect next Monday. Our China correspondent Laura Bicker reports.
China's Commerce Ministry has announced that it will impose a 15% tariff on US imports of coal and liquefied natural gas and a 10% levy on crude oil, agricultural machinery and large cars and trucks. The statement said these would take effect on February the 10th. Beijing is also launching a probe into the US tech giant Google over what it describes as a violation of the country's anti-monopoly laws. China has repeatedly warned Washington that there are no winners in a trade war and called on Donald Trump to end negotiations to meet China halfway. The two leaders are scheduled to talk later this week.
News of a planned retaliatory tariff by China damped optimism on the Asian stock markets. The main indicators in Japan and Hong Kong were up, but the scale of gains was reduced by Beijing's announcement. At one point, the Hang Seng Index had climbed by 3%. The U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, says El Salvador has offered to house prisoners currently held in American jails, including those with U.S. citizenship. After meeting President Nayib Bukele on a visit to El Salvador, Mr. Rubio said no country had ever made such an offer of friendship. He told journalists that Mr. Bukele said he would take in migrants of any nationality who'd been deported from the U.S.
He has agreed to accept for deportation any illegal alien in the United States who is a criminal from any nationality, be they MS-13 or Tren de Aragua, and house them in his jails. He has offered to house in his jails dangerous American criminals in custody in our country, including those of U.S. citizenship and legal residence.
Rebels in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo are due to start a unilateral ceasefire. In a statement, the group, which includes the Rwanda-backed M23 rebels, said they'd no intention of seizing more territory in the DRC. They had previously threatened to take the capital, Kinshasa. The United Nations says at least 900 people have been killed and nearly 3,000 injured by the recent fighting in and around the city of Goma. Speaking to the BBC, Reverend Pasteur Damiri, chaplain of a hospital in Goma, described the situation in the city.
The city has been quiet for some days, for many days now. Life is returning to normal. I was in the market area yesterday. Most of the shops were open, and public transport is on.
World News from the BBC. President Trump has suggested US aid for Ukraine may in future be exchanged for rare earth minerals. Ukraine has large supplies of the minerals, which are crucial for making goods including electric cars and mobile phones. The offer originally came from President Volodymyr Zelensky. A report has found that the Anglican Church in South Africa failed to pass on concerns about a serial child abuser. John Smythe abused young boys in Britain and Zimbabwe before moving to South Africa in 2001. He'd been barred from re-entering Zimbabwe because of abuse allegations. The South African panel says that although no cases had been reported in the country, Smythe's history was well known and he still posed a high risk to children. Nearly 750,000 women across Britain have been invited to take part in a new trial over the next 4 years to test how artificial intelligence can be used to detect breast cancer cases earlier. Jim Reid reports.
some hospitals have already started using artificial intelligence tools to analyse breast cancer scans and spot tiny tumours. Now, a major study is being launched across the UK to test the accuracy and effectiveness of 5 different types of commercially available AI software that could improve screenings. The government said that if the technology performed as expected, it could allow 1 imaging specialist to check each scan rather than 2, freeing up staff time and cutting waiting lists.
One of France's best-known actresses, Juliette Binoche, will head the international jury at this year's Cannes Film Festival. The star, whose many awards include an Oscar for her role in The English Patient, will be president of the jury that awards the Palme d'Or to the director of the best film at the festival. The prize is widely considered to be one of the industry's most prestigious. And that is the BBC News.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuel. Go Oil brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Go stations nationwide. Go Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Go Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Go Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who feel? Good energy. Joy energy.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resort. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castnet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Yafini give us the vibe. Now, Inshallah Chile makes you thrive.
Yes, so it's time to enjoy, Charlie. Buy or renew your motor insurance and boom! Free fuel coupons and airtime for your sweat. Who don't like enjoyment?
From January to June 2025, Enterprise Insurance gives you more reasons to smile on the road. Insure today and enjoy free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone.
Free fuel? Airtime too? Hey! Enterprise Insurance, always your advantage.
Insure not Chile. It's simple. Insure and enjoy. Ready to secure your peace of mind and experience the fastest claims payment? Visit any of our branches or agency outlets nationwide. Connect with your insurance broker or enjoy the convenience of buying your insurance online through the Enterprise Advantage app today. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise, your advantage.
What if we told you that your next adventure is just a tap away? That's right, with Republic Bank Visa Credit Card, it's your time to win a staycation at some of Ghana's luxury beach resorts, 5-course dinner, a full-day spa service, or the ultimate, an all-expense paid trip to Dubai, the city of gold. Every tap brings you closer to winning in the Tap Win and Fly with Republic Bank promo. Whether it's Infinite, Adishi, or Classic Credit Card, just keep tapping to win. New customers are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank. we're the one for you.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
For me, chikame kwame kora say you kukube. Ya mesha uya mama na nachiwe ya. Wano miana nkabinti mye. I won't pay more. No kwame kora na dufye kama kabinti mye. Obi maniso, kwame kora na. Sano Nankaya ya Sonia bread Alibaka saore Ni amudu sobe kuwa soro pe pretty way Ise unangwa Na kwa titi ya bonko sumesi kafuri ya binisie Odupona tutuama Esweri konfubu sun kontinansi mfuba nifye Yes, I wanna Na mafike dedi chewo bidu yeah yeah Toje pinti amo bije
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
Just brought you two songs. One from Kwame Eugene, that's Odo Asem, and another from Daddy Lumba.
The song is titled Odo Asem.
Odo Asem.
Yes. And another from
Daddy Lumba. And
all that I heard was Lumba.
You're suggesting that Kwame Eugene has done his thing again.
No, I heard Lumba's. You know that song, and Nyamidin starts with Daddy or Breath for Bay.
Yes, okay, wait. Let me get to that song. Hold on, okay, let's go. That's the Daddy Lumba version.
Yes.
What else?
The other one starts with the same, something similar to Daddy.
Okay, hold on. Let's listen to Kwame Eugene. This is Kwame Eugene, Odo Asem. Okay. Folks, you are the judges.
Well, that means that the future of Daddy Lumba is Kwame Eugene. And we absolutely support that. This one, he says, happy birthday to me. Was it released on his birthday? The song was released on his birthday on Twitter, X. Yes, he says, happy birthday to me. I thank God for my life and the ability to be able to write and perform this beautiful piece inspired by the legendary Oforian Princess Damebi. I think that there was a fusion of a lot of Numba and Oforian Princess, but that's fine. It has always been my dream to have a song that fits that progression. And I believe, the rest of the thing I can't see. Yes. Because Fentu is here, I can't see the thing properly.
Because
you are ex-illiterate.
And I believe it's a
gateway to find myself in that league of legends. May this music live in your hearts for days as you've supported good music from me. So it's titled Advertisements.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I hope by inspired by the legendary hold on. I hope by that line he means I've got the permission as well.
No, listen to the two songs and find out. So this is Kwame Eugene's song inspired by Oforian Princess. Listen. Kwame Eugene, and I want you to listen to Daddy Lumba's Enye Nyameding. Okay, let's go.
Before you come in, I need to point out Western.
We'll do Damebi. Hold on, Damebi.
Okay.
Wait, you are saying
before you come in,
this
please,
is not the
song first
that...
set of words he used, Lumba's original one was Daddy Brefoba. Now, in the Kwame Eugene Odasem song we just heard, it is Daddy Defoba. There's a difference between Brefoba and Defoba. Yes, I think that it is also important to point out, even if it sounds similar.
Raymond, your breath for Papa.
When you're there for
But hold on, Winston. That the Daddy Lumba song is not the one he's inspired by.
No, not at all.
Really?
No, it's by Oforian Princess Damebi.
That's the one he's inspired.
Okay.
I need to repeat the words.
Let's listen to Oforian Princess Damebi. Let's go. Before we continue, let's go.
No.
I defer to
the inspiration is definitely from the Daddy Lumba song, not the Oforian Princess.
No, I defer to Kwame Eugene. In fact, I think that the party says the inspiration. See, listen, I'm reading his birthday statement again. I thank God for my life and the ability to able to write and perform this beautiful piece inspired by the legendary Oforian Princess Damebi. It has always been my dream to have a song that fits. See, that's where the point is. Progression.
That progression.
Yes, that progression. Because, you see, because I have extraordinary competence in music, I understand progression. And I agree with Kwame Eugene that this one fits the progression of Damebi.
This guy,
Hey, Charlie, look, we have a lot of things to do this morning. This was just by the way. Let me say good morning to Dr. Yao Safo of Medicus, our drive doctor.
Doc.
Doc says we are doing agenda setting.
No. We are doing music progression.
He's quoted Macombs and Shaw. And you know, That's what all journalists do. I'm doing some work in accounting, and part of the theories too is agenda setting. Can you imagine? Because we are doing the promotion of financial accountability within the public sector.
That's important.
Yes,
that's actually relevant.
Yes. Agenda setting is actually a function of the media. So it's
exactly. Yes, we are looking at the role of the fourth estate. Bearing in mind that even Parliament has indicated that the Public Accounts Committee is failed to hold people accountable.
True.
Yeah. I think the issue with
so we are seeing how the media can do that.
Yeah, I think the issue with our interpretation of agenda setting is very negative. You think that agenda setting simply means
a bad thing? No.
Means a bad thing.
Agenda has moved through a lot of. It's never been a bad thing.
Yes,
it could be used for bad things, but it's never been a bad thing.
It's in the spirit of agenda setting that Winston, since we are talking about Oforian Ponsan, that may be one of the things that you should note has happened in this country, which is very good news, which may inspire Kwame Eugene in his next song, is the refurbished, revamped, reinstituted Konfanoti Teaching Hospital.
Yes.
Have you seen
those?
Oh
yes, I've seen that.
Yes. No, that is not fitting any progression. It was not inspired by any beautiful piece, but it is the extraordinary work delivered by that team. And of course, if you saw the video and other things from from the Asante visit there, you would love. That's the kind of, when they opened the UGMC, right? The kind of pictures you saw from the place.
Yeah.
That's a place you will not go and pick up diseases. That's more like a place that human beings ought to be treated. I just hope that across the country, and I hope that somebody will take up and do a similar thing with the Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
I definitely agree with you, Raymond.
And we should build these things on our own.
Sure. So on a Kwame Eugene note,
I was trying to move it on.
No, Kwame Eugene. You see,
Kwame Eugene. Professor Peter Corte is admonishing that fact-checking skills be applied in this case.
No, Kwame Eugene. Jojo, get me Kwame Eugene's Confusion. And get me the Malian, boy.
Winston, what is all this?
We want to stay with the Foreign Person.
No. Get me the Malian boy song.
What is all this?
And that's, it actually, it says, I believe it's a gateway to find myself in that league of legends.
No, before we move on.
So the legends includes, what they call it. No, but, and again, let me also clarify. The Odasem has nothing to do with the Lumba title, Ohiasem. They are not related in any way.
Raymond.
So yes.
One of the...
It happens. People, the similarity is important, but,
hold
it's not the only criteria.
You see...
In fact, in intellectual property law...
The guy has even said that. You see, you keep mentioning the Daddy Lumba song. He says it's Ofori and Ponce's Damebi. Why are you getting Daddy Lumba? Why are you bringing Daddy Lumba into this conversation?
Maybe after the Daddy Lumba part, the other part is...
The predominant section of the thing was from... But he agrees that this is a gateway to find himself in the League of Legends. So it might be not just one legend that he took something from. He might have been inspired by legends beyond the Oforian Posa one, which is possible, right? Without necessarily mentioning that, because I believe that legends in Ghana music there, that Lumba sits at the top.
Oh, of course.
So I don't even see why we're having this conversation.
No, I just want to make a point
because this is normal.
Oh, I just want
sampling is normal.
I want to make a point.
Okay.
And that point can never be complete without Jojo getting me confusion on the
we are refusing to be part of your point. We are refusing to move in that direction.
I just want to
happy belated birthday to Kwame Eugene, fantastic musician by all standards and qualifications.
I still will do that.
Thank you.
In the meantime,
Winston, no.
Yes, Winston. No,
this is one of the instances where he's using the agenda setting for negative purposes.
Evil purposes.
I only want to make a point.
Yes,
and the point I want to make
cannot be made without
playing those things.
Jojo is here. The point is that if this is Kwame Eugene, this is no news.
The problem with Jojo is that he's an enabler of sometimes evil things like this one. He's already typing.
No, I am only doing Confusion by Kwame Eugene. After Confusion, you also would hear this song. So this is Confusion. Just listen to this and listen to Confusion by Kwame Eugene. After that, I'll play to you a song from this guy. I think it's from Mali or Guinea. But you listen to Confusion.
They're causing confusion. Yeah, causing confusion. So my baby forgetting my idiots. reciprocate the love that I'm having for you. Oh, they don't know I am so into you. Now I realize how I do you. I for Jawa music. Yeah. Baby, get it answer. Get it my answer. Tu me fais confiance, mais je te fais confiance. Quand nous la mettons, get it answer. Yeah. Non, qu'elle get là.
Thank you.
Is there a difference between the two songs? I just know that one is speaking English, the other one I don't understand.
No, yes, okay, so that's one of the differences, main differences between
it's language.
Yes.
But apart from that,
one is intelligible to me, the other is intelligible to foreigners.
Okay, now let's move on, guys. So that, I am done.
This was not a required.
Music transcends language.
Yes, I agree with you.
I am done.
So your point about not understanding the other song is invalid.
No, I am done. Gentlemen, let's move on.
All right.
That's enough on Kwame Eugene and what he's capable of doing.
Thank you so much for wishing him happy birthday, belated birthday too.
Yes, but of course, yesterday we focused so much on happenings over the weekend in the Ghana Premier League in Swatreman and Asante Kotoko. The sports minister has been speaking about that. Let's listen to him.
Government will follow through to its logical conclusion. It doesn't matter who is involved. It will not matter who is involved. If you have found guilt that you instigated, you participated, the appropriate actions will be taken by government, because we are not going to tolerate any such act. This government, the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will not tolerate any violence whatsoever, any hooliganism at any of our stadia.
But also, 3 persons have been arrested by the police. The police issued a statement yesterday. We've talked about that also, including former member of parliament for Sunyani West and former Labour and Employment Relations Minister Ignatius Bafo Ewua. So that's the latest development on that issue. What's happened to the Ghana Premier League? It's been suspended?
Yes. So match week 20 games have been put on hold. Okay. And the GFA has summoned a meeting of all clubs for Thursday at 11 a.m.
Okay.
And then another meeting with the supporters groups of the various clubs, and that meeting is on Friday.
Okay.
They say this is to allow them space to assess the situation and fully investigate what really happened before they can deem it fit again to resume the league. So for now, the Ghana Premier League is on hold. And we also understand that Nswatreman have written to the Ghana Football Association indicating their intention to withdraw from the Ghana Premier League mid-season. And their reason is that apparently Mr. Bafo says that all of the investment he's made in the team since he came into the Premier League has not been worth it. But from what I understand...
Sorry. I'm not sure what that means.
Exactly. But from what I understand, the main reason they're doing that, or they're indicating the intention to do that, is a self-preservation move. In that, after what happened in Nswatre, it is seemingly impossible to see Nswatreman honor any game in the Ashanti region for fear of reprisal attacks.
Okay.
Their next game is against Nations FC. And Nations FC is based in the Ashanti region. And it will be very difficult to foresee how Nswatreman would be able to honor that game peacefully. Okay. Because you can see that a lot of people are very angry and lots of threatening messages are being sent about the potential of reciprocating the attacks that happen if they ever find their way in the Ashanti region. So there's quite a number of security issues that also need to be dealt with before we can deem the league safe enough to return to again. So very interesting next few days. Thursday we'll see what becomes of that meeting with the Premier League clubs, and then Friday with the engagement with the club, the supporters.
Great. But also coming up this morning, you want to make a point?
No. I wanted to urge I saw some supporter groups do a press conference and threaten that nobody should come to
exactly.
So, I mean, that they should calm down on those. At least action is being taken by the relevant bodies, so that people do not take the law into their own hands. The response to lawlessness is no more lawlessness.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, but Raymond, this morning, I asked a very simple question this morning. Good morning, Kojo Yankson. He says, I like asking simple questions. But now, if you look at your member of parliament, if we look at the 276 members of parliament, would we say we have the best representing us? Do they mirror the Ghanaian society? Raymond, are these the best we can find in parliament? And two, why is it difficult for us to hold the people we vote into office accountable? Why is it that in this country called Ghana, the only way to hide wealth is through political appointments or political positions? Why is that the case?
I was looking for my article that I wrote some time ago when the NDC did its primaries, right?
Okay.
I wrote about who's your guy. I think that was the title or so. Who's your guy? The question I was asking is, first and foremost, do you know where the guy got the money to contest the election?
Mm-hmm.
Does he truly represent your interests?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he when it comes to major policy directions?
Mm-hmm.
Who is funding his entire project? So, for example, you have a gentleman who's done very little to raise money legitimately contesting an election. There's nothing wrong with contesting when you're a young person and you have all that it takes to do so. But the amount of money they spend in this race, who is funding that? The laws in this country, and I have reviewed and found, seem to be inadequate to deal with political corruption. At the core of the problem has always been who is funding what. So if Fentio has enough money and puts me up to contest in, say, in Fansiman or any of the other constituencies I am directly attached to, then Fentio is calling the shot at every point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I become a member of parliament not for the people of the constituency or the ordinary people in that area, but my whims are directed towards Fentio. Fentio is the puppet master who controls me. When this even sometimes becomes a political party, and you're not sure of the leaning of the political party, this is what happens at the end of the day. That's why sometimes politicians have funny resources. You get the point?
Mm-hmm.
The guy has some buildings that he cannot account for. Some also are no different from the money laundering groupings that we have in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, they are just the route, because money laundering, you have to find a middle level to wash it and bring it back into the main space.
Mm-hmm.
I asked that question in the thing because I asked myself, where are all these monies coming from? Who is checking them? And who is vetting it? Who is making sure that your representative is truly your guy?
Okay. Raymond, we'll come back to this conversation. It's a very important conversation we must have here on the Super Morning Show. So get on to X. Let's start a conversation. Who's your guy? Look at your member of parliament. Do you know whether he truly represents your interest? Anyway, what are your interests? What are his own interests? Do you know? Do you know how he votes in parliament? Do you know what he does? We'll have that conversation, but ladies and gentlemen, here's some exciting news for all of you. See, I was going to talk about Kwame Eugene. Good morning, George Kwe. Good morning, Kwame Dazi. Good morning, my very good friend and senior from Mali School, Ernest Abwaje. And good morning, Niama Jojo. A lot of you have been sending me messages. I have seen those messages. I am not talking about that again. But Omni Basic Bank, Ghana's fastest growing and coolest bank, has a new tagline, not just another bank. Yeah, you heard right. Omni Basic Bank has a new tagline, not just another bank. And we're redefining banking with a renewed commitment to making you, our cherished partner, the happiest customer. This new era reinforces our resolve to be the bank of choice, where continuous innovation drives exceptional customer experience 24/7. Not just another bank means banking with confidence and excitement, knowing that your bank is truly extraordinary. Evolve with us. Call us on 0307 086 or 0302 758 555 or toll free 0800 100 790. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank.
Now, conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. The location for your next conference can be both resort-centered and relaxing. Aqua Safari Resort gives you the very best of both worlds and more. Let them take the stress out of the process. Just call them on 0540 110 190 and watch your conferences and events effortlessly. taken care of. And let me say good morning to board chairman of Aqua Safari. Good morning, sir. I hope everything is fine, sir. I hope you are enjoying this morning, sir. Yes.
You mean the distinguished Gerard Boache?
Yes. Okay. And good morning to. Yes.
Anyway, have you heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies? Let me tell you more about this powerful fuel. With its amazing 3-in-1 power, Total Energies introduced Excellium, new formula, the additive enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives. Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You will drive, sir. Experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials and equipment and also furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their branches. This is hassle-free. They'll arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. They also offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo and across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Car owner Bakupe. Are you looking for
this
proper?
One you're speaking to yourself. Yes.
Are you looking for? Let me say good morning to Malco Afajinu.
For the people.
For the people. And with the people.
With the people.
Yes. At heart.
Always.
At heart.
No, always.
At
and
heart.
in reality. On the ground.
Car owner Bakope, are you looking for proper motor insurance? Men's like Accra, Hollard, your favorite insurer day for you. Just purchase a Hollard motor policy to enjoy amazing benefits like free fuel vouchers, free roadside assistance for breakdowns, plus more exclusive gifts. When you renew your policy, find Hollard Insurance nationwide through your broker, Hollard to you office, Shell fuel stations, and Melcom stores, or buy on WhatsApp with Araba Hollard on 0242 426412, whether comprehensive, executive motor, or third party Hollard as a policy for you. So men's like a cry and grab the Hollard Motor Insurance promo. We've got you covered with quick claims processing and sharp customer service. Call toll free 0800 444 999.
Now, Toyota Ghana has big news to kickstart you here. We are thrilled to introduce our incredible extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers. Whichever one comes first, okay? That's 5 whole years of driving with peace of mind and saving big on repair costs. That's the period that's an extended warranty. You should understand that, right?
Sure.
Yes, brilliant. So choose Toyota Ghana vehicles and services for best experience with ultimate confidence for every journey that you're embarking on. There's more. When you purchase any Toyota vehicle from our branches, you are assured of 1 year or 20,000, not 20,
20,000
20k kilometer free service. Yes, that's free. 1 whole year or 20,000. That's free for you. Talk about unbeatable value. And you know that is what we are delivering to you. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302 429 80125 and let's get you started. Terms and conditions, however, apply. Toyota Ghana, superior quality. Toyota Ghana Company Limited, the right dealership for Toyota vehicles.
Great. Yesterday I saw the new Land Cruiser Prado. I saw a friend driving one and I said,
yeah. Wow. You saw in person?
No, I mean I saw a friend driving one.
I thought you saw in your dreams.
No, I mean it was a friend.
Okay, your friend had one.
I had one and I looked at it and I said, I asked him how much. He said, oh.
So your circles, they are all rich people, rich capitalists.
He said, oh, he got that for $100,000.
Hey. I'm trying to do conversion.
No further questions. Well, from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we're here for your journey. Every goal deserves a chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We're here for your journey. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Now, from now to the 30th of April, went big with Imperial General with their Semper Motor promo. Yes, it's good news. Renew your existing policy or sign up for a motor insurance policy from Imperial General and win handsome rewards. Yes, it's instant, right? Just insure and pick your rewards. Fuel coupons, gift vouchers, special souvenirs, and many more. Imperial has made your renewal process very simple. Just click on the link in the renewal notification message from Imperial and follow the prompt. And bingo! Your renewal is done. And here is the big deal. Imperial is also giving you a free 1 whole year. That is 365-day insurance, life insurance, as part of your motor insurance. So you buy motor, you get life. Buy one, get one free.
Sharp.
You buy motor, 1 whole year life. So get a double from Imperial General. Call us today on 77 667 436 or talk to your broker or any of our agents across the country for further details. Can also follow us on all our socials. Terms and conditions apply. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Stay with us. Birthday messages and sports after these.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma. The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Active Insurance Mamo Official Po. Buy or renew your motor insurance at the Active Official PAP promo and walk away with instant gifts such as free fuel coupons, car dusters and branded souvenirs. Dial *713*313# or visit any of our branches, agents and brokers nationwide to buy or renew your motor insurance policy. Get activated and receive your instant gift. Promo ends on 30th April 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Active Insurance. Our clients, our passion.
beautiful wife, Davida of Stan Chatosu branch. May God bless you and give you more beautiful years ahead. We love you so much. From your husband and the boys, Henry, Hensley, and Adia Penna. And this one says, 40 and fabulous. Happy birthday to my amazing wife, Mrs. Deborah Ofemante, aka Adwasika of Ghana Electrometer. We're so grateful for your guidance, support, and unconditional love. You are the glue that holds our family together, and we're so lucky to have you. Yes, to many more years of love, laughter, and making memories together. Love, Dad and the boys, from your husband, Openyi Daniel Kwame Ofemante of UMB. And this final one says, this is to my beautiful...
The man is Openyi.
Openyi. Don't mind Kwame. Daniel Ofemante.
Yeah.
This one says, you are the most thoughtful, intelligent, and caring person I know. I am lucky to call you my wife. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. Joyce Ejapoma Gbena of Ghana Revenue Authority, VAT House Circle, from your husband, Prosper Gbena. It's also the birthday of Sicho Gbena, who is a brother to Prosper. Raymond.
Now, today is yesterday was rather your birthday. My own brother, Michael Abayate. Enjoy your birthday. And I know you're still basking.
Michael, Times?
Yes. Is that what?
There's another Michael Abayate who works for the Times.
It's not Abayate.
It's what?
Abayate.
Abayate.
Yeah, I don't know where you heard
That's
your...
his son.
Okay. So, Michael Abayate, enjoy your birthday today. We can do sports now.
Yes, sports now brought to us by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
And if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, and all the matches live in HD. The season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of
entertainment. Now, as the new year begins, it's essential to take the right steps towards achieving financial stability. The start of a new year is the perfect opportunity to set your financial goals and start on the right path. An input from a professional can make the difference. At Standard Chartered Wealth Management Limited Company, you have access to a wide range of investment options that offer you monthly and half-yearly interest payment through diversified investment portfolios. Call us on 0233000041 or 0200127755 or visit us on the 4th floor of the Opebia House, Airport, Accra today and speak with our certified investment advisors on what options suit your financial objectives and risk appetite. Standard Chartered, here for good.
So why wait to own your dream phone when you can have it now without breaking the bank? With MTN Pick and Pay Later, you can own your perfect smartphone and pay in easy installments over 4 to 6 months. And the best part is all phones come with up to 3 GB free data, so you can share your pictures and get all the biggest scoops online for the first 6 months after purchase. Simply dial *170#, choose device Pick and Pay Later under the loan menu to start the process with just a small initial deposit. You then stop by any MTN service center to grab your phone and enjoy the ultimate smartphone experience. Thank you.
Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu, Tahiru Fentu. Coming up.
It will not matter who is involved. If you have found guilt that you instigated, you participated, the appropriate actions will be taken by government.
Government vows to sanction anyone found guilty in the violence that led to the death of the Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan as a former Minister of State is arrested in connection with the case. Also in this bulletin.
Palmer. It's away in, and Cole Palmer with a bit of luck along the way. And Chelsea have suddenly turned it all around here at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, Chelsea bounced back to winning ways after a comeback win over West Ham in the Premier League. We have more of these stories in the next 10 minutes. Plus, all the transfers that happened on deadline day yesterday as Manchester City signed midfielder Nico Gonzalez, Spurs clinch Matthias Tel from Bayern Munich, and Aston Villa bring in Marco Asensio and Axel Disasi. João Felix heads to AC Milan. We have a wrap of all of the biggest transfer news from deadline day also for you here in this bulletin. But first, the Ghana Police Service have confirmed the arrest of Ignatius Bafo-Iwa, the former Employment and Labour Relations Minister and owner of Instratreman FC, in connection with the demise of Asante Kotoko fan Francis Yao Frimpong on Sunday. The former Sunyani West MP, who has been accused of inciting the violence, was arrested yesterday along with 2 others. Here's a report by Razak Musbao capturing the police statement and the actions to be taken by authorities.
According to the police, the suspects who have since been arrested include owner of Inswantraman FC and former MP and Minister of Employment and Labour Relations Ignatius Bafo Ewua and Ajimandua Owusu, along with Treme Joseph. The 3 are currently in police custody, assisting with investigations. According to the police, a search of Ajimandua Owusu's residence led to the discovery of 2 dresses with suspected blood stains, an MP-23 pistol loaded with 15 rounds of ammunition. Meanwhile, to ensure a swift and comprehensive probe, a special team from the Criminal Investigation Department headquarters has been deployed to support the Bono Regional Police Command in its investigations. The Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufo-Dampare, has since personally reached out to the bereaved family and the leadership of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, offering condolences on behalf of the police service while assuring them of a thorough investigation to bring the perpetrators to justice. The Ghana Football Association, on the other hand, has charged Inswantraman for breach of its regulations and also placed an indefinite ban on the park. The association has further called for an emergency meeting with all chief executive officers of the Ghana Football Association slated for Thursday at the association's head office. Also, the association has suspended the match week 20 fixtures which were slated to come off this weekend.
That's Razak Musba's report. Well, let's stay on that story because yesterday the Sports and Recreation Minister designate Kofi Adams spoke to Joy News. He condemned the act and stated that there's no justification.
Acts such as this sends us way back, and we must not accept it. This is very condemnable. It must not be tolerated, and we must not in any way find any excuse whatsoever for what happened yesterday. No excuse whatsoever.
That's the Sports Minister designate Kofi Adams, the former Buem MP. The Buem MP, I beg your pardon, also added that no one will be spared if found culpable.
Well, first and foremost is for the police to investigate the criminal aspect because these must has a criminal angle. This is not simply a game between 2 clubs that have resulted in this. There's a criminal part, and government will follow through to its logical conclusion. It doesn't matter who is involved. It will not matter who is involved. If you are found guilty that you instigated, you participated, the appropriate actions will be taken by government because we are not going to tolerate any such act. That is not what sport is about.
That's the Member of Parliament for the Buem constituency and Minister of Sport and Recreation designate Kofi Adams in that interview with Joy News. Earlier yesterday, we also spoke to Alphonse Agbetise, who is a board member of Inswantraman FC. He denied allegations that their authorities incited their supporters against the Kotoko players and fans.
First of all, we did not prevent Kotoko Timbers from entering the safe zone, but they were followed by the heavy buildmen. So I was called. When I got there, they were inside the safe zone. They wanted to enter with their car. And then the supporters also didn't want them to enter with that car. By that time, the bus was inside. So when I got there, they said that car has to enter. Then I asked, whose car is that? They say they are stewards of the club. They are guiding the club. So I told them, we don't allow stewards to come to safe zone. It is only the Timbers that have to come to the safe zone. So in my own wisdom, I told them, okay, then the people who are inside should come on so that we will allow that car to come in. It took us like 15 minutes before they will accept to come out. So they were not prevented from entering this thing.
That's Alphonse Agbetise. He's a board member for Inswantraman. Apart from the fan that died, several members of the Kumasi Asante Kotoko team were also attacked, including the head of media, Stephen Owusu-Boadu, who has now said he's been left with hearing problems after he was hit by a missile during the chaos.
He didn't intervene. He was just there watching the players fight, which is not right. So if he had stepped in, shown red cards to whoever deserved the red card at that point, things wouldn't have gotten to that point. And that incited the supporters, the whole fans, to throw stones, bottled water, things onto the field. That my laptop, a fan jumped into the inner perimeter, stepped on my laptop, giving a heavy hit on my right ear. Now I'm going to the hospital because I can barely hear something.
See what happened?
I was hit from behind, and I was just sitting there, and I had a very heavy hit on my right cheek. So that was when I turned, I saw the supporters jumping in, and then they took my camera, hit it on the ground, and I was like, what is happening?
So also, by the way, those were some words from the widow of the Kotoko fan. Yesterday, the Ghana Football Association sent a delegation to the family house, and the wife emotionally was in denial about what happened to her husband. The oldie just got married in August of 2024 before he met his unfortunate death last Sunday. Now, to England, Chelsea came from behind to beat West Ham 2-1 yesterday at Stamford Bridge. A second half goal from substitute Pedro Neto and an own goal by Aaron Wan-Bissaka lifted them to 4th in the Premier League table. It was their first win since what? It was their first come from behind win since 2013 after trailing at halftime.
I was very happy, especially because I consider tonight's game probably the toughest game in terms of mentally, because in this moment when teams come here and just they sit back waiting for our mistake, there is no space to attack. You need to be patient. And first half, we were playing in the opposite side, but there was no space. They tried to frustrate us, so you need to be mentally strong.
That's the Chelsea manager, Enzo Maresca. So Chelsea's first comeback victory since 2013. That's a long time ago since they've been able to come back from trailing at halftime to win a football match. The win has put Chelsea 2 points ahead of 5th place Manchester City, whom they lost to in their previous game. Let's wrap up with this. Yesterday was European transfer deadline day, and Ghana midfielder Jeffrey Schlupp, he has joined Celtic on loan from Crystal Palace for the rest of the season. The 32-year-old is out of contract with the London club in the summer. Aston Villa have also signed PSG forward Marco Asensio and Chelsea defender Axel Disasi on loan until the end of the season. The duo followed the arrivals of Marcus Rashford and Donyell Marling, and also Andres Gracia at Villa Park during the winter transfer window. So lots of activity from Aston Villa this particular transfer window. Chelsea have also sent João Felix off to AC Milan on loan, and Tottenham Hotspur, they've signed France under 21 forward Matthias Tel from Bayern Munich on loan, and Ben Chilwell, the Chelsea defender, has also joined Crystal Palace on loan for the rest of the season. Man City were the biggest spenders on deadline day. They've signed Porto midfielder Nico Gonzalez for £50 million to take their January spending to £180 million. It's the second biggest outlay worldwide in January, behind Chelsea's $274 million that is spent in 2023. So this is quite the big figure as far as that's concerned. So that's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu Tahiru Fentu, and yet again, not enough activity from Manchester United in the general transfer window. They've signed Patrick Dogu, a fullback. Interesting to see what he brings on board.
Let's see what he brings on board. Thank you very much, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. Now time for fuel station tip, and it's brought to us by the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, shaping policy and advancing industry standards. And your tip for today is drive carefully around the station, reduce speed and stay alert for pedestrians and other vehicles or slippery surfaces near fueling areas. So that's our tip for you today. Drive carefully around the station, reduce speed and stay alert for pedestrians and other vehicles or slippery surfaces near fueling areas, which means We can now bring you the Joy Business Minute, and it's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, Anointed the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electrical Engineering, the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile. The new Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Isiama is promising to focus on the bank's core mandate of keeping inflation at low levels as he rules out drastic changes to current initiatives. Some oil marketing companies have started increasing prices of petroleum products at the pumps. Shell is this morning selling a litre of diesel at 16 cedis 23 pesos, whilst petrol is going for 16 cedis 20 pesos. Oil exploration firm Tullow has announced that it will commence fresh drilling on the Jubilee fields from May this year. And China has announced retaliatory tariffs on some American goods as US tariffs on all Chinese goods come into force. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electrical Engineering Services, the Generator Experts, and Pinnacle Life Insurance. More for your smile.
And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra-silent fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. For every generator you acquire, you will enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. And their services include a 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental service, professional advice, sale of tar lights, and rental. Anointed Engineering is happy to introduce the new Serio Nano 3 EV, a 100% electric 4-seater car, 0 emissions, easy home charging, and up to 205 kilometers range per charge. Visit our showrooms at Accra City branch at the Farisco traffic light and Kumasi in front of TAT Yard off the Ak Mayanga Road, Asokwa. Locate our head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. We have 20 branches nationwide into skills training, and we have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals, and controls and solar installations. We offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact us on our hotline 0243 480 334 or 0540 100 868. Anointed, the Generator Experts. Raymond.
It is important that I've heard good news that I need to make sure that I'm connected. You say, where is the showroom?
Let me get that for you again. The showroom is at Accra City branch at the Farisco traffic light.
So Anointed has brought in electric vehicles.
Yes.
Hopefully it is the ones that we, the people, can also have access to. Because this is a vehicle I would like to buy. Because I'm mindful of sustainability and I'm mindful of the environment.
Okay.
I'm mindful that the future ought to be protected. So as for this one, you go with me, right?
Oh, I'll go with you.
But you like 4-wheel drive things, so I'm not sure whether this one will fit your specifications.
They'll bring the 4-wheel.
Yeah, the big mountains.
No. It's just that our roads are bad.
yes. So we need to solve your problem, not fix the road.
You see, we need to fix the road.
True.
We need to fix the road, but we have refused to fix the roads.
Yes.
And
so private solutions to a communal problem.
So,
everyone for himself.
Well, that's what it's not supposed to be everyone for himself.
True.
Unfortunately, we've been talking about the roads. Look, where I live, and I mean, it's good you brought this up. Can you imagine that they started the road construction?
Yeah.
And on the 7th of December, on the 6th of December, the driver was working. The contractor was working. On the 7th of December, the contractor did not show up at work.
He went to vote.
Up to today,
he's not showed up. I mean, but
and the road is
there should be
deteriorating.
something fundamentally wrong.
From Teman, they've done the south pitting at some point, but from the Oak Villa Estate to say the assembly, before you get to the assembly, the Oak Villa Estate to the hospital junction, the Abokobi Health Center junction, is in a deplorable state. And the road keeps deteriorating by the day. They started constructing the drains. They've left it uncompleted, and nobody cares. So, I mean, who can convince me that this was not just an electioneering strategy? And so, post 7th December, everything ceases.
But that's disrespectful to the
Very
people.
disrespectful to the
and
people.
also abuse of our resources.
Yeah.
So when you leave it for that period and it goes in a terrible state, somebody else continuing will have to either start afresh or actually do a lot more work to continue, which means that we are wasting and deliberately wasting our resources. We should find out this contractor and ask him why he's not delivering as is expected.
I'd mention his name tomorrow.
We should be, yes, we should be able to query him on, because we cannot shield people who are deliberately wasting our resources.
Yeah.
He should explain to us whether he's run out of money, he had an emergency, and that the project could not continue. But the timing is very suspicious.
Very, very
it's
suspicious.
almost as if, let me do something to get the votes. If the people go to vote, no, then I'm done with it, because after all, they are done voting. No. That's very disrespectful to all of us, and it's something that should be checked. Imagine this happens across the country. Imagine this mentality. And we have to start these road projects all over again. Somebody pay for it. Spend more money on it. How is this country able to build schools, hospitals, and all the other important things that we have to do as a people? So we cannot tolerate this. And I'm expecting that Abuja is road minister, right?
Yes, Abuja is road minister.
Yes, but I mean, somebody in the district is supposed to monitor these things.
Yes, now we don't have an MC.
But it's not the MC that's required to do the
district
monitoring.
roads engineer.
True.
Who's supposed
Somebody
to do that?
is supposed to be monitoring these things and telling us the updates on it, and we should hold them accountable, because that is the amount of money they are being paid this month as the job they are doing. And for that irresponsibility, they should not be at work, or they should find work elsewhere.
Now, this is a bit of advice. I mean, a piece of advice to the people at the Municipal Assembly, Gan East. Tomorrow, we will mention the names of the and everybody who's in there, whose responsibility it is to ensure that the road is constructed. Raymond, this morning,
and again, you see, yes, that is important. But at the top, he's already been approved. Abuja.
Yes.
Kwame Abuja is roads minister. One of the things that you should be able to get fixed quickly this morning is calling and finding out, why is that road project stalled? Why is nobody working on it? Why did they end on December 7th? And why is there no action on the road today? That question is important. We will not allow you waste our resources. We will not allow this dilly-dallying that people have been doing with resources. Then we go and look for loans. Sometimes we look for loans, come and do roads, then you just leave it there, then it's wasted money. Then we come back and look for more loans, then it pass on our debt. Then we are crying that we don't have enough money, but human beings wasted a resource. Poor people have no option but to be frugal with their resources. We cannot allow people to waste it. So we want to know what happened to that road network.
Exactly. Let's get interactive this morning. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, and Provident Insurance. With Provident, man, you're covered. Now, this year, it's a new year, right? Let your journey be worry-free. Renew or buy a brand new motor insurance policy with Provident Insurance from January to March 2025 and enjoy exciting rewards, including fuel coupons and exclusive Provident souvenirs. If you need assistance, chat with Obaya. Obaya is our friendly WhatsApp assistant on 0242 426396. I was advising my Mavi. All right. When you see Obaya on your husband's phone, the first thing that should come to mind is Provident Insurance. Yes. I'm giving you the number. You can check for details. 0242 426396. If that's the number, that means your husband is doing motor insurance policy. No need to query needlessly. But you can also sort yourself out anyway. Or by this, you can sort you out at any time. So this chat can happen at midnight. It can happen during the day, in the afternoon, when you are waking up, whatever time. Or visit any of the 15 branches of Provident Insurance. Provident Insurance is your reliable partner for 43 good years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. Don't miss out on this special offer. Chat or buy now, or visit any of our branches, agents and brokers today. Terms and conditions apply. Provident, man, you're covered.
Yeah.
And don't be scammed this year. Fraud activities are on the increase as scammers continue to target customers of various banks through phone calls, text messages, and emails to get customers to divulge sensitive information such as password, PIN, card information, CVV, OTP, and other personal details. And the ultimate goal is to steal your money. EcoBank wishes to advise all customers to be extra vigilant and never trust any phone calls, text messages, or emails from anybody posing as a staff of EcoBank. Now, Always remember that bank account details can only be updated at an EcoBank branch. EcoBank mobile app can only be upgraded at the App Store or Play Store. Linking your Ghana card to your EcoBank account is at any EcoBank branch or at ecobank.com. Do not share your password, PIN, OTP, card information, or any other personal information with anyone, whether remotely or face-to-face. Never give the 16 digits of your or any number on your bank card to anyone. Avoid any calls or messages that request you to click a link. Report any suspicious SMS, email, or phone call to the EcoBank Contact Center and delete such messages at once. When in doubt or feel insecure, call EcoBank Contact Center on 0800 0032225 on toll free. So that you know what to do. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You gon' enjoy it. Hit my rhyming check, hit my rhyming check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. Can't come a come, EcoBank Apple. Can't come a come,
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
This new year, let your journey be worry-free. Renew or buy a brand new motor insurance policy with Provident Insurance from January to March 2025 and enjoy exciting rewards such as fuel coupons and exclusive Provident souvenirs. Need assistance? Chat with Obaya, our friendly WhatsApp assistant on 024-242-6396. She will sort you out babia anywhere, anytime, or visit any of our branches, agents, or brokers today. Provident Insurance, your reliable partner for 43 years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. Don't miss out on this special offer. Terms and conditions apply. With Provident, man, you're covered.
Provident, man, you're covered.
Right, welcome back. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecom Connecting Energy's latest film, Your Partner for Life, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa, and Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Raymond, our focus is on Parliament. A lot of things going on in Parliament, but you've asked a question, we've asked a question, who's your guy, and does he represent your interests? Do you know whose interests he represents in the Chamber of Parliament? What are his interests in the first place? And why is it the case that in a country that is, a middle income country, a lower middle income country, why is it that the best places to be held unaccountable is political office?
You know the interesting part? I had a very rich man in the United Kingdom tell me the reasons why rich people don't go into politics is because they don't want any scrutiny. They don't want any needless scrutiny. They don't want to be asked to justify every single purchase, every single transaction, every single action that they themselves they do or their spouses do, or where they spend whichever period and how they traveled and all of that. The things they call privacy were important to them. They didn't want a public scrutiny, not scrutiny at all, because you can be scrutinized even if you are in your private life. But it looks like if we instituted a similar scrutiny in our part of the world, Malcolm says 80%. 95% of our politicians will not do politics.
Yeah.
Know why? Because it will be difficult for them to first hide property. 2, to be conduits for other people's illegal deeds. 3, to be projected as having one thing or the other when they didn't have so. In fact, one of the clearest examples in this country is human beings decide that they will not declare their assets prior to taking office. And it's normal. It's not something we fight over. Even when he went to Shraj said he didn't know which regime to use in punishing the people. But some people are actually, and they were judges. Can you believe that? You forget about even members of parliament. Judges who are not declared assets.
Yeah.
So how do we get this guy to deliver justice in a similar case where I am insisting, Winston Amwa, you are not complying with the laws of this country? I hope you get my point. So we have created a system where accountability is at the lowest ebb. We sometimes only care about what the president has said or who has said whatever. But if we subject all the people in our public space to the same accountability principle, see, there was a story written which suggested that Yoko was going to extend lifestyle audit to all after the Hajia for real incident.
Yeah.
To all, including celebrities and so-called people in the public space. Come and see the uproar. Even ordinary Ghanaians were defending these people. I said, are you serious? We are just saying that you should have legitimate means of surviving. If you bought your phone legitimately, there's no fight over it. There's no need to have any qualms. In fact, if there are no witches, they can't be hunting. If they are looking for witches and they are not a witch and say they are hunting witches, why are you afraid? The idea is that you have to be a witch to be afraid. But our people were protecting. You hear the comment, no, it will destroy party chances. It will make it difficult for us. Are you serious? That's the kind of country we are built for ourselves. So the guy can walk in this country, acquire 60 houses, pretend to be rich, and nobody reviews that. I know rich people in this country who are driving cars that it is not sure where they got the cars from. Yes. Driving, it is on the streets, a lot of them. Some of them, they have a huge number of it all over the place. Ask yourself, it's only in a country which is almost like a banana republic that this thing happens. Because somebody will be reviewing and checking, this gentleman, looking at his income sources, is he able to afford this? Then the person then moves in to check, has he paid the taxes required on it? That's how we build the country, because without taxes, how do we build the country? But we let all of these things go because the guy also supposed to check it. Sitting on some committee in parliament is equally hiding property. So he has no moral authority to demand of his fellow man to show proof where you got the property from. The guy who's working at Yoko is now enabling, instead of actually fighting the ring of how do you call it, money laundering, is enabling that process. So how do we get it fought? In fact, if you don't take it, you can sit at FIC. I'm told Kojo Chumbuafo is taking there now.
Yes, he's been taken there.
You can sit at FIC and be flagging transactions. They have big men in the country say, oh, let it go. No, this one is okay. This one is our guy. Let it go. This is not a state. It's a collusion of
no,
a
but
system.
you see, Raymond,
it's not a proper system that allows anything to happen.
If I look at the vehicles and if I look at the houses people flaunt in this country,
yeah,
this is not a country, and that's
when their colleagues are in a hurry to hide their own.
That is what I say. This is a country. This is not a country that should be poor. I'll explain. This is not a poor country. Because why? In the developed worlds, we drive same vehicles as they drive. We sometimes even drive the best of vehicles. We have people who can flaunt properties that are worth tens and tens of millions of dollars.
True.
I mean, we have people who are showing you things that you can. I mean, where do they get this from? We don't care. Nobody is auditing them to find out how did they get this and how much of it did they pay to the,
tax collector.
Tax collector. Nothing. But you see, this is the problem. I was reading some document. It was published by the University of Birmingham, one of their research departments. You know what they said? It said that in a country like ours, when it comes to politics, the fear and the reason we are not willing to hold politicians accountable is that we prefer to have our members in there so that we can share in their loot. Or the fear is that if another party comes into office, you will be worse off. So there's two things. Either I want to share in their loot, or for the fear that I'll be worse off. And so I would support everything they do. This is the problem. So today, the moment you raise questions about accountability, it becomes NPP NDC.
True.
And once anything becomes NPP NDC, we never get to the bottom of it. It's business as usual. So we engage in the partisan politics and we end without finding out anything. That's who we've become.
Now, on 14th of May, I wrote this article that I was talking. Actually, the title was "Who's Your Guy?" Reflections of a non-radical Marxist on the just ended NDC primaries and Ghana's politics. I started by asking, now that the NDC primaries have concluded, I would like to pose some questions. 1. Is the MP candidate you have selected or elected truly the best person to shape Ghana we aspire to have? Or was the decision influenced by personal connections, acquaintances, or financial advantages? 2. Can the chosen candidate resist financial inducements and faithfully represent your interests without distortion? A third question I asked was, will the candidate prioritize their personal or narrow interest over the collective good, or including your own, because the collective good is everybody's own? Are you aware of the amount of money spent during the campaign and the sources of those funds? Is the candidate transparent enough to disclose such information to you? Does the candidate possess intellectual acumen, or was their selection based on their ability to organize Jama sessions and concerts? Considering Kwame Pianim's assertion that our parliament is inadequate, and with some distinguishing MPs concurring, would your chosen candidate be among the 5 American lawyers Pianim is proposing they can replace our entire parliament? Ask yourself. Lastly, I asked the question, who's your guy? That question was ultimately to find out whether we have chosen the right people to be in our parliament. But I was not lost in my mind on it. It's a popularity contest I agree to. I am also not one of those people who has a narrow interpretation of merit. So, merely having credentials, it's not the only qualification. In fact, in some instances, the moral uprightness of the individual, the integrity of the person, and their honesty may be far more important than the number of degrees they have. So, Wisnamwa may have 12 university degrees. Yes, now you're at 11 or 12, almost 12. Yes,
my friend.
We have 12 university degrees, but is the person honest enough? Is the person having the integrity to resist financial inducements? If he is told to go and disrupt a meeting in parliament, will the person be able to resist it? Reject that particular direction? Does he have a mind of his own, or he's just going to be a rubber stamp? Those questions I asked after the primaries of the NDC. I'm sure similar questions apply to that of the NPP. But now we have our parliament fully set, 276. You think about it today, this morning. Look at the member of parliament you went to queue and voted for, or the constituency voted for. Are you truly sure this is the best person to reflect you? If he is corrupt, is your constituency equally corrupt? How can it's possible for a constituency that's not corrupt elect a corrupt leader? I hope you are getting my point.
Yeah.
So these are important things. If you are able to answer these questions properly and you are convinced they are the right sort of people, then their conduct in the House of Parliament should not worry you. Yes, because you expect that you are giving them a delegated mandate and that they will truly represent you. The difficulty in our part of the world is that, as Nansen has said some time ago, Ghanaians vote, they don't choose.
So who chooses?
Yes. But why? You presented me choices. The MPP candidate is this guy. The NDC candidate is this guy. Within the MPP and the NDC, they have some ways of electing their parliamentary candidates. Some of them, they did kululu. They just pay their way through. And I'm asking myself, where did the guy get the money to pay his way through? Because you know that guy, he can't raise any money on his own. His practice is not flourishing. So where is he getting that money to pay his way to become the elected candidate? I mean, for some areas, strongholds, it is the primaries that's the most important conversation.
Yeah.
For these areas, the guy spends a lot of money. And I've had MPs confess to me that, listen, the amount of money we are spending in this is needlessly high. And the Kwame Apiakubi said he doesn't get why he's buying everybody to represent them and have sleepless nights representing them. He doesn't get the point. He doesn't even get it. But sorry, A grouping in the Republic of Ghana chose, out of the two, Ohene Kwame Frimpong, who is a member of parliament today for Asante Achim North, as replacement for Andy Kwame Api Akubi. What criteria led to that decision? Can they tell us? Okay, let's say that he's the best representation they wanted in the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Because I rather will feel that Andy should stay for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because people like him, you need them. They are not conformist. They do not just do partisan lines and all of that. You need them in the Parliament of Ghana. But the people made a different decision. Can they answer to us what influenced that decision? What was the overriding factor? Can they now go and hold Ohene Frimpong responsible? Let's just say, in some instances, we know people pay to get their way through. Have you paid and exchanged your ability to hold a person accountable with the amount of money? Because it's rent seeking. I've already paid you. So I'm taking rent to be able to clear the amount of money that I've taken. So there's no way you can come back and demand something.
Okay.
You see the people they call delegates in this republic. A delegate is an elected representative. Your job is to represent a grouping. So if the delegate goes to represent, let's say, Dome, and the delegate makes the wrong choice, who has he represented in that choice? Me or the people there?
So a lawyer sent me this, Raymond, and we'll get back to it. A lawyer sent me this. He says, Ghana generally does not have unexplained wealth law. So is
true.
OSP can do a lifestyle audit, however, only in respect of corruption offenses.
True.
The problem is that we're yet to legislate reverse bidding, making it difficult to catch the bad guys because the office has to prove how they corrupted themselves. Many times it is difficult. But with reverse bidding, all the OSP has to do is to show to the court that your legal income cannot match your wealth, and the burden shifts to that person to prove whether how he or she has acquired them. We have laws, but we lack efficient laws, I keep saying. You need executive and parliament to make this happen. The question is, are they willing?
It's true. I've mentioned this before, that in 2022, a law like that, under the ambit of the Public Officers Conduct Bill, was to be introduced. Till date, that law has not been introduced. An addendum to that law was an amendment to the Criminal and Other Offences Act, which would have made it possible for even private people to be held accountable for corrupt acts in relation to government deals. But then again, all of those were not introduced.
Okay.
In fact, one of them was by the Attorney General's office itself, and yet it never saw the light of day. And I'm saying 2022. I'm looking for, I know the Shraj boss sent that in to me some time ago. I'm sure when he hears me, he'll be very sad I couldn't reference his law, because he sent it to me every other time he was pushing. Okay, so that's the name of it. Criminal and Other Offences Amendment Bill. This was 2021. And it had very copious references to what will happen when accepting, soliciting, promising, or giving bribe to influence a public officer, and penalties for a body corporate too for engaging in it. Criminal liability was also there. Then illicit enrichment. Give me 30 seconds. Let me read what was under the illicit enrichment, which was being proposed. A person in possession of unexplained wealth for the benefit of that person on another person, not only that person alone, or another person, who A, maintains a standard of living above that which is commensurate with the past or present known emolument of that person, or is in control of resources or property disproportionate to the past or present known emoluments of that person, commits an offense. You see how we're going to make the law? You commit an offense unless the person gives a satisfactory explanation as to how the standard of living was maintained, or how the pecuniary resources or property came under the control of that person. This law is still sitting as a proposal, which has not gotten even cabinet approval. Nothing has happened to it. 2021 is when this was proposed.
We will get back to this. I would love to hear from you. Join us on X, use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 055-1111997. But have you heard Republic Bank is giving this season, and they're giving big? Pay with your Visa credit card and stand a chance to win an all-expense paid trip to Dubai or a luxury staycation at some of Ghana's finest beach resorts, including Maha Beach Resort, Breezes Beach, or Camp Chache. You could win a 5-course dinner for 2 at the exquisite Brasa restaurant, a full-day spa service for 2, and other exciting rewards in the Republic Bank Tap, Win, and Fly to Dubai promo. All you need to do is use any of your Republic Bank Visa credit card, Infinite, Addition, or Classic card, Every tap counts, so what are you waiting for? It's time to fly to Dubai with a Republic Bank Visa card. Start tapping and make this season unforgettable. This promo is under the Carter's Lottery platform. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Now switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal to keep browsing. To subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial *900# or use the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail outlet today. Or the alternative is just go to the website telecel.com.gh and get connected today. Terms and conditions, however, apply. Telecel, connecting energies.
All right, so stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Reasons why we dey connect each child. It not be say we won't make one of loved ones happy.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That be my daughter, Angela.
Never could you. I mean, sure, why? Tea cash, naba. No, papa, you know, that was sick.
Say I go take care of my parents. It be my duty. Say make I pay my bills. I dey use Telecel cash. The suppliers for my shop there.
Hello, boss. I get a Telecel cash alert. We dey deliver the things right here.
I dey make them happy because I fit pay them directly to the merchant number for any network talk. Then sort my people out with Telecel cash for free.
If one family parties, then business partners they happy. It be they make one connection strong. Carry Telecel cash, send money, gives your people for them a Telecel cash wallet store. Any day, anytime. It be free. Make you save money. Tap cool. Then make your menace smile. Anytime you go carry Telecel cash, send them money.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Do you want to remain productive and competitive in your business? Then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tile lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators, and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
What makes you smile? Is a time with loved ones, pursuing your passions, or simply enjoying life's little moments? At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we believe that life insurance should do more than just protect your family's financial future. It should also help you live your best life now. Our policies offer comprehensive coverage, living benefits, and rewards to help you make the most of today because we think of wealth differently. At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we provide solutions that give you more for your smile, more time, more freedom, more joy. For more information on our policies, call us on 0501 451 400 or visit www.pinnaclelife.com.gh. Pinnacle Life Insurance, more for your smile.
The clerks are working, the clerks of the committee, they are working under the clerk of parliament. So if you have a perception about a particular clerk, I believed your complaint should be taken with the clerk of parliament rather than standing in front of the camera. The general public is watching you, putting up a conduct that the minority leader had put up. For me, it is very reprehensible, it's very reckless, very needless, and called for, and it is regrettable. A member of parliament cannot behave in that manner towards a clerk of parliament.
So you may lead him to refer the matter to the privileges committee, or the clerk has the power also to do
that. Is why I'm saying that
if he doesn't
an opportunity will be given to him to apologize to the clerk, to resolve the matter amicably.
If he fails,
but if he fails, then we should go back and apply the rules.
Which is to refer him?
Yes. He should join me in apologizing to the clerk of the committee.
Will Apenyo be referred to the privileges committee either by yourself?
Jage Goba.
Yeah. Will he be referred to the privileges committee either by yourself or by the clerk?
Well, for me, if the opportunity is given him and he takes advantage of that opportunity, there will be no need referring him to privileges.
If he fails to apologize,
if he fails
yes,
to take opportunity, then we'll go back to the rules, and whatever rules that should be applicable will be applicable.
So it's not the end of the matter?
Yes, it's not the end of the matter.
He may
it's
be
not
referred?
the end of, yes, it's not the end of the matter. Because a member of parliament cannot behave in that manner towards a clerk of parliament.
Though I was not in public service, I started business early. I've worked for Guinness. I have my trucks were doing work for Diamond Cement from Tablibo to Togo to Aflawo to Bupe. So I am not one of those people who would come in and I'm not a tenant. I am a landlord. I'm not somebody who will buy property and put it in somebody's name. I won't do it. I will never do it. It is my bona fide.
Yes.
And I am proud of my work as a businessman. It's the reason why I didn't go into government. The reason why I told my regional minister when we won power 2017 that said, because of my business, I won't go.
Killer cut, blood, killer cut. Killer cut, blood, killer cut.
Coffee in your cup and
Joy in the morning. Yeah, if you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning. the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show.
Grandfather.
Ah.
For the record, yes.
Tum himself.
Yes. And because he's an expert in music, and because his expertise in music is without doubt, it is an established and factual representation by all standards and qualifications. The man has the timbre, the caliber, and the qualification to actually deliver that, and he's here. So he has to answer the question on Kwame Eugene too.
The Kwame Eugene song. Yes. You mean the Odasem?
Yes.
Where he says
no.
Wait, he says that it's a progression of Ofurian Ponce's Damebi.
Yes.
But when you listened, you were convinced
that
without doubt,
that
this is clearly Daddy Lumbe's
Nyenya. Yes.
That's what you want to hear.
But of course, I have limited capacity and competence in the area. The man with the extraordinary one is already here. So he has to deliver the verdict on it.
Why are you trying to put me on that?
DJ Black. Yes. The boys in the WhatsApp group say,
what is the problem?
If I deliver verdict.
They say you are the only one who can deliver the verdict.
So what will the verdict?
Kwame Eugene.
Yes.
So I've stopped talking about it because George Kui and all Kwame Dazi have been sending me messages. Everyone has brought back this issue. If I talk now, you people say I shouldn't talk.
No. You are just stating the facts. Why are you trying to say something
say
else?
That the man says his song is a progression
and with inspiration
from Ofurian Ponce's Damebi.
Yes.
But those who are listening don't want to agree with that.
When we hear that thing,
we can hear that the Lumba in the song.
And so you are not happy.
No, so maybe we don't have that capacity.
Yes, you see, that's competence.
You have the competence.
Yes.
So we want you to also listen.
So let me go and do my research and I'll get back.
But you can just listen to it.
No. This one, we will not allow you to use the politician style. Yes, I've heard your matter. I'm going to investigate it. I'll get back to you. 4 years, then there's no investigation.
You know what? while we are on the LPMs, you can do the investigation.
Yeah.
After the LPM,
we'll give you some time. No. We will not allow the grandmaster to move away from the matter.
Well, this Valentine's season, Roverman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, brings you a special Valentine's gift, a special showing of Uncle Ebo White's most exciting love plays, Bananas and Granuts. So, Raymond, imagine a woman who's about to get married.
True.
She has this serious man who has everything, very wealthy, everything, but he's boring.
And what is the definition of boring?
Boring.
I thought money answered all things.
Well, when you have money, then you know that there are other things.
I see.
When it comes to women. Now, there is another one who Well, it's a typical example of non-serious, but it's exciting to be with. He doesn't have anything.
Seriously.
What would you?
So the woman, she has 2 men.
2 men.
Okay. She wants to choose.
Yes.
She should take it to prayer.
Anyway, so that's bananas and granuts and naked in bed. Take it in prayer. I think
take it to God in
Pastor
prayer.
said you have been praying for more than 1 year. I think there'll be 2 shows on each on the 14th and on the 15th of February at the National Theatre as follows. 14th February, bananas and granites at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. and 15th February, naked in bed at 4 p.m. and at 8 p.m. Rate is 300 Ghana cedis per ticket. Buy tickets via the Rover app or Koba short code *365 *535# on all networks only. Don't miss this opportunity to be part of an amazing Valentine's event. Sponsors Koba, Tilis Tea and OCM Cereals. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
Now you're ready to drive innovation and take the next step in your career. Apply for Ashesi University's Master's Program, which combines world-class education with African relevance, regardless of your career aspirations. An Ashesi Master's Program equips you with the skills, the ethics, and the network to lead boldly. Applications are open for our 2025 cohorts. Learn more. All that you need to do by doing so is just go to the website ashesi.edu.gh.
Now, tired of power outages or high electricity bills? Switch to moved solar energy for reliable, affordable and sustainable solar solutions. We specialize in the sale, installation and maintenance of premium solar panels, durable moved inverters and long-lasting batteries, all backed by a 2-year warranty. With moved solar energy, you enjoy uninterrupted power supply, reduced energy cost, and contribute to a greener environment. Contact us today on 0543 062503 or 0538 108109 or visit us at Tantra Hill around St. John Methodist Church for a free consultation. Do not wait. Make that switch to solar energy today. Moved solar energy, powering your future with the sun.
Now, to all the female entrepreneurs, the agribusiness owners, and you, the young entrepreneurs out there, we see you and we certainly understand your challenges that you're facing every single day. Your story matters to us and we are here to support you every step of the way. In partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, ABSA is offering SME loans at an unbelievable 10% interest rate per annum. Imagine having access to up to 1 million Ghana cedis completely collateral free. Your car is safe. Your house. You don't have to go and chase and look for your father's documents and be supported. No. This isn't just talk. We've already disbursed over 600 million Ghana cedis, supporting over 1,600 businesses within the past year. And we are especially proud that 67.3% of our beneficiaries are women-owned enterprises. Your success is our success. If you're ready to write the next chapter of your success story, all you need to do is visit an SME project office or go to any ABSA branch or just log on to the website absa.com.gh. Your story matters. ABSA.
Great. So, Tutum.
Yeah.
Well, let's go for a short break. By that time, when we return, DJ Black will be able to answer the question.
The verdict will be delivered.
A very simple one. So
Yeah.
stay with us. We'll be right back.
Odoye with tea bread. You see, Valentine's Day is coming. And this season, I want something specially different.
What?
Well, Roverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre, is giving a special package in the Roverman Valentine's Fiesta. They are showing 2 amazing plays over 2 days. Bananas and Granites on the 14th and Naked in Bed on the 15th. The times 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. for Friday the 14th and 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. for Saturday the 15th. Oh, it's only 300 cedis for a ticket per show. Yes, at the National Theatre in Accra. Tickets? Oh, just use the Rover app or dial *365 *535#. Simple cry. Hey, babe, so will you get the ticket?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you. You're such a darling. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. The Roverman Valentine Fiesta is sponsored by Koba, Tilis Tea, and OCM Cereal. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. At Heritage Christian University, you're assured of quality education. We offer programs like Bachelor of Business Administration, Community Development and Theology, Theology and Ministry, Psychology, Nursing, Information Technology, Information Security, and Business Information Technology. Professional programs like ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ABE. We also offer short courses on media and IT. What makes Heritage stand out is our experience and scholar practitioner faculty, entrepreneurial training with financial support, ultra-modern facilities, and hostels. Qualifications for entry is WASI or SSC or GBCE, HND or Diploma Top-Up. Mature 25 years and above. Heritage is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact us on 054-777-7731 or 020-229-8399 or www.hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Give it up for your guardian soul, protecting. Auntie Amma, good morning,
Morning, Auntie Amma. Hey, Philomena, still itching? Now, have you heard?
Oh, yes, Kofi. Have I heard that what?
That Unilever's champion carbolic soap guards your skin against germs that cause most skin diseases and leaves your skin looking natural and healthy.
Hey, really?
Yes, that red soap, champion carbolic soap or guardian soap should be your first and last choice.
Hey, Kofi Guardian, have you also heard that it is now called Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap?
Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap?
J, what is written there?
Lifebuoy Carbolic. Hey, sir,
give us one box.
Have you heard? Champion Carbolic Soap is now Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap. New name, yet same great skin protection against germs. So spread the news. Champion Carbolic Soap is now Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap. Available in a shop near you. This advert is FDA approved.
Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999. Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get it fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net.
Wear a condom for sex and protect yourself from HIV. HIV has no cure. No condom, no sex. This message is brought to you by the Ghana AIDS Commission.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The clerks are working, the clerks of the committee, they are working under the clerk of parliament. So if you have a perception about a particular clerk, I believe your complaint should be taken with the clerk of parliament rather than standing in front of the camera. The general public is watching you putting up a conduct that the minority leader had put up. For me, it is very reprehensible, it's very reckless, very needless, and called for, and it is regrettable. A member of parliament cannot behave in that manner towards a clerk of parliament.
So you may lead him to the, refer the matter to the privileges committee, or the clerk has the power also to do
that. Is why I'm saying that
if he doesn't
an opportunity will be given to him to apologize to the clerk, to resolve the matter amicably.
If he fails,
if he fails, then we should go back and apply the rules.
Which is to refer him?
Yes. He should join me in apologizing to the clerk of the committee.
Will Apenya be referred to the privileges committee?
Gifty,
either by yourself?
Jage Goba.
Yeah. Will he be referred to the privileges committee either by yourself or by the clerk?
Well, for me, if the opportunity is given him, and he takes advantage of that opportunity, there will be no need referring him to privileges.
If he fails to apologize,
if he fails
yes,
to take opportunity, then we'll go back to the rules, and whatever rules that should be applicable will be applicable.
So it's not the end of the matter?
Yes, it's not the end of the matter.
He may
it's
be
not
referred?
the end of, yes, it's not the end of the matter. Because a member of parliament cannot behave in that manner towards a clerk of parliament.
Though I was not in public service, I started business early. I've worked for Guinness. I have my trucks were doing work for Diamond Cement from Tablibo to Togo to Aflawo to Bupe. So I am not one of those people who would come in and say, I'm not a tenant. I am a landlord. I'm not somebody who will buy property and put it in somebody's name. I won't do it. I will never do it. It is my bona fide.
Yes.
And I am proud of my work as a businessman. It's the reason why I didn't go into government. The reason why I told my regional minister when we won power 2017 that said, because of my business, I won't go.
Super Morning Show. Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Earlier, you heard from the Minority Leader Alexander Penyoma-King and First Deputy Speaker of Parliament Bernard Ahiafo. But this morning we've been asking that question. Who's your guy? And if we asked the question also about the level of quality in Parliament, Ghana's Parliament, we've asked, are these the best persons to represent us as a people? Do their actions mirror our actions as a people? And this morning we're joined by Andy Kwame Apiakubi. He's a practicing lawyer and a former member of parliament for Asante Achim North, and also Dr. Tony Edu, one-time Ghana's ambassador to the Netherlands. He was also head of the Monitoring and Evaluation Office at the Flagstaff House, at the presidency at the time, and the late Professor John Evans Atamils. Dr. Tony Edu, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Andy Apiakubi, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning to His Excellency Dr. Tony Edu.
Okay. Dr. Tony Edu, let me start with you. Because we've been having this conversation, started as an informal conversation, but we've asked the question about the quality in Ghana's parliament. And I've asked, are these the best people?
Raymond.
Hello?
Raymond.
Hello, I'm listening.
Doctor is very much my senior in politics. He is one of the people who nurtured us.
Okay.
I believe that it is better for me to speak for him to close it.
Okay.
In our traditional settings, when the big men, the elders speak, we all keep quiet.
Okay, so
let's make the mistakes for him to correct us.
Okay. So Honorable Apiakubi, Winston here. You can go ahead with the question.
Winston,
yes. So
I hope you agree with me.
I do not disagree with you. So it means we can continue.
Let him bring the curtain.
Okay. So please start.
Okay. Your Excellency, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Honorable Apiakubi.
I'm sure you remember our meetings of the past when you were giving us tuition lectures. Thank you very much for what you've done for us. Now,
where was I doing that?
The issues in Parliament.
Honorable Apiakubi, Dr. Tonidu was asked where he was doing that.
Oh, in our student politics. Maybe you have forgotten, but during our student days in Lagos.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
If you have forgotten, we still hold you in high esteem for what you have done. In fact, you were mentoring us. I'm happy that you didn't know.
Thank you for the compliment.
Yes. I'm happy that you didn't know what you were doing. Anyway, Winston, thank you very much for calling me this morning. Let me first and foremost apologize to you, to your station, to the listeners, and to the public of Ghana for what we are hearing and seeing. I am not sure that we are all behaving well, given the space that we have in Parliament. I am not sure that any of the parties is behaving well, and in fact, regrettably, including even the deputy speaker who just spoke, and in fact, the language was too hard and harsh. I want to apologize on his behalf because he is part of the leadership of the House. So it is important that his choice of words, he must be careful, particularly when he is addressing the public. Well, if one of his own, and indeed in the committee, he is the ranking, and the deputy speaker is the chair. So if assuming your ranking got out language unpalatable, it is equally important for you to also hold your head up in your response to him and show the kind of diplomacy that the public expects of the committee of the House. So the rebuttal is equally unpleasant. But given the situation we find ourselves, I'm sure that we are all learning. And I'm happy also that you brought Dr. Tony Edu also on the line. He is one person who was always very careful with his language. Indeed, he is a working encyclopedia if you talk about linguistics. And I do admire him for always showing us the diplomatic communication. So, yes, I agree with you that what we are seeing and hearing from Parliament is not pleasant to all of us. Parliament is an institution that harbors our representatives, and we expect the cream of the cream be in Parliament so that they can uphold the dignity of the House of Parliament. And indeed, in most cases, most of them go out in representative capacities when the country Ghana has a platform in foreign countries. And this is the way they are going to conduct themselves even as they step out of the country. Then the disgrace will come to all of us. So let them also listen to the advice we are giving them, and let them also grow out of this and know that they are not there by themselves, but they are there to represent all of us. In fact, he said, whoever is giving much is also expected from them. It is a cross that you have to carry if you decide to do it. Otherwise, if you think that your temperament cannot keep you in that position, you know what to do, you do the honorable thing. But if you accept the responsibility of office to represent all of us, including the elders of the country, if you represent our king, the class of our country, you represent all of that. So you must be decorous in the choice of work as you address the problem. And indeed, I will attribute the perceived low quality in the House to the high attrition rate. You see, the Ghanaians are not patient to allow the representatives to grow in the institutions we push them into. And one term, two term, people get fed up with you and they want to get you out and all kinds of things. And the mischief that is also involved, get him out by all means and that kind of thing. We end up hurting ourselves if we are not careful. And again, let me mention the monetization of our political system means that you can get into the House of Parliament not by quality as a person, by way of your background, preparation, your experience, and your skill, but you can get there because you have money. If it becomes the case, we are not careful, a time will come where people will buy themselves into the House of Parliament. And indeed, excuse my language, but criminals who may have money may buy themselves into the house, and you know what will happen to the legislation that comes out of the house to protect criminals. So we have to be careful in our selection process. I'm happy that everybody begins to think of how to monetize the selection process so that we can get people into the house based on the merits that they show, not because they have money, they can buy the way out in parliament. So I agree with you that quality is going down, but somehow the people can also learn on the job. But if you get people who are trainable into the house, that is where we have to have the problem. Otherwise, people can also learn the job. But like Doctor is listening, some of his handiwork that he himself doesn't acknowledge. We who were the QTs will stand up and defend what they did in the past. And I will ask you to continue to mentor some of the people who are still there. And indeed, not only him, people who have come before, people who are knowledgeable, people who have served in diplomatic sectors as Dr. Let them come and impart. It is not too late, and I'm not sure that people of Doctor's caliber, they are also too old to impart. So my current call is that let all such people come to help. They say go to Macedonia and help push the agenda. So yes, let us continue to learn from them and let them be magnanimous enough to want to still help. Some of the people they mentored, we have even come of age and even come on retirement.
Okay.
But there are people who are still crying for the same thing that we end. But again, you also in the media, please provide a platform for such teaching and learning so that we can also develop capacity while we have them in the house. Let us not also throw them out. Let us also acknowledge the fact that some of them are not fully developed to the stage that they could have been there, and give them also the benefit of the doubt by way of encouraging them to also learn. Parliament is Parliament of Ghana. So we don't do ourselves any good by also advertising and promoting the seeming lack of capacity in the house. It will not work advantage. But let's continue to learn. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yes, and thank you. Please hold on 1 minute.
Who is my mentor.
Yes, please hold on. Let me bring in Dr. Tony Edu. And it's the same question about the quality in Ghana's parliament. I mean, is this the best quality we can have as a people representing us, Dr. Edu?
A very difficult question, because I'm being asked to characterize people who probably I don't know. But since the 8th Parliament, a lot of boisterous behavior has occurred in our Parliament. That doesn't give our democracy a chance to shine. Democracy is not only through the ballot box. Our parliamentarians must show decorum in the way they behave towards one another. I must say that we are humans, and the tendency for emotions to rise above our intelligence and the need to comport ourselves can happen. But I agree with Honorable Diapia Kubi when he says the monetization of our politics is sending all kinds of characters into our legislative chamber. On the other hand, let me say something that maybe Diapia Kubi wouldn't agree with me, but it's very characteristic of MPP politicians to be boisterous. When they argue, the political language and their behavior doesn't show a honorable behavior orientation. Most of the arguments tend to be sheer sophistry. And when it's not sheer sophistry, it becomes what sociologists call petitio principii. That is dodging the question and interposing lies as an answer. So far, this vetting, hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Please go ahead.
So far as this vetting is concerned, I think the MPP has cooperated with the NDC in many ways, like helping President Mahama to get his team ready within the time frame that he gave in the party's manifesto. They have been cooperative there because under normal circumstances, the nomination of a person will have to go to the public, and a few days later you will receive petitions against a particular nominee and so on and so forth. On that score they have. But Afenia Markin's behavior, excuse me to say, he is having a very tough case of cognitive dissonance.
Why?
Cognitive dissonance in social psychological terms says that when your cognitive elements appear to conflict, you are compelled to restore consonance by either eliminating or devaluing one of the elements that you believe is easy. And that is how Afenia Markin has been behaving. First, I don't think he has realized that his party is in the minority. So his language is very, very boisterous. Incredibly enough, he will be the first to say, I'm a gentleman, I'm reasonable, and that kind of thing. And yet, his behavior doesn't correspond to that, to the rhetoric that he wants the public to see or public to hear. Let me give you one historical test case involving me, J.H. Mensah, and Kwamna Battels.
Okay.
In 2008, when Rawlings appointed me Deputy Minister of Defense, J.H. Mensah wrote to the then chairman of the Appointments Committee, Ken Jirasa, that Jirasa must subpoena my personal confidential file from the University of Cape Coast. Ken asked him why. He said he just wants my file to be subpoenaed. He was a member of the appointment committee. He couldn't have the decency to confront me with any allegation during my vetting session because he left, and when he was going, he said, you people go ahead and vet him. I've already voted against him. That's not a honorable behavior. You don't know me. You wanted my personal file. It wasn't given to you, but you have made up your mind that you vote against me. That's not the behavior of a parliamentarian. Kwamna Battels, on the floor of the House, which I couldn't go because I have not been confirmed yet, stood up to say I am very insulting and I went and insulted Justice Annan at the castle, and Justice Annan never had an office at the castle. And later on, Justice Annan told me, Tony, I'm sorry, but as a speaker, I couldn't take part in the debate. So I couldn't tell him that Tony never would disrespect me or even quarrel with me. In fact, since my political activism, I've had 3 godfathers. Rawlings, Justice Zanan himself, and General Quenu. My godfathers. When Rawlings appointed me Deputy Minister of Defense, it was Justice Zanan who convinced me to take the post because I was not interested.
Okay.
I told Rawlings that I don't want to be a minister. But he insisted. Oh, the men and officers at Benham, they want you, and so on and so forth. Justice Zanan had to step in to convince me to take the post. Now, the reason why I'm narrating this is the haughty behavioral orientation of MPP politicians. The presentation that they know everything. And yet, like I said, when politicking is going on, the arguments are just sheer sophistry and petitio principii, escaping from the question, interposing lies to justify their actions, and passing the buck has been very characteristic of MPP politicians. They never accept that they are wrong. It's always the other side, or the other person who is wrong. Like Afenyo Markin targeting the clerk of his committee, saying all kinds of things which the poor lady doesn't have a chance on the floor or cannot take part in the debate at the appointment committee to answer. That is not the expected behavior of a parliamentarian. You can't do that. And it's a shame that all kinds of characters are entering the parliament through monetization of the politics on both sides of the divide. It's not just one side that is monetizing politics. Like I'm saying, NDC now, they're going to appoint MNGAs. Already people will be paying money to those who will choose them, and then they will have to pay money to the delegates or to the assembly people who will confirm or not confirm their appointment. And when you see all these things, the first thing is this democracy worth it? Our people are suffering. And yet, members of parliament, instead of serving the national interest, go there to service their own personal interest. It's not fair. Afenyo Markin was proud. I listened to him on MFA's interview last night.
Yes, on the probe.
Yeah, the probe. And all he's saying, showing off how he became rich and so on. Is that necessary? Is that necessary? Who are you fighting? The chairman of the appointment committee has been very accommodating of your behavior. You question a nominee for 3 to 4 hours, using things that has nothing to do with his competence to manage the ministry for which he had been nominated. This means that you are trying to score personal political points, and you are not serving the interests of Ghanaians. So the big question is, who is benefiting from this democracy?
Tell me,
is
Dr.
it the political class or the people who send them there?
Tell me, who's benefiting from it?
I beg your pardon?
Tell me who's benefiting from this democracy.
It's the political class. They are the ones that are benefiting. At the end of the day, you will find that somebody will be appointed to a position within 3 months. He has put up a mansion. It took me 20 years to build my house. 1 cement bag at a time. They said the former Central Regional Minister, Kuban, he used to see me and he said, you and your 1 bag cement. I said, that's what I can afford. I built my house. What are they in a hurry for? Why is everybody rushing to be a politician? Because it pays and corrupting the country at the expense of the welfare of the general Ghanaian public.
Okay, let me bring in Andy Apiakubi at this point. But Dr. Edu, you talked about your vet, and you said in 2008 when President Rawlings, I remember your vet, and I think it was in 1999, right?
98.
98, yes. 98.
Yeah.
So when you talk about
James
2008.
Mensah was a member.
Yes. Then when he was a minority leader, yes.
Yes, he was a member.
So that was in 98, yeah.
He won't vet me, but he will go to the chamber and more or less malign me.
Okay. Let me bring in Andy Apiakubi at this point. Honorable Apiakubi, so you've heard Dr. Tonyedu make the point.
Yes, I did.
That, I don't know if you have any reaction before I move to my question.
Let me just, you see, when our big men speak, it's difficult to want to take a different position. But excuse me, and Doctor, let me show some little disagreement when Doctor wants to particularize the behavior to NPP MPs. I kind of disagree with that proposition. It is probably the behavior of, if he generalizes to cover all the parliamentarians, I will be happy, or some of them I will be happy, because I'm not sure that this is coming from only MPP. We also witnessed the vetting of some ministers appointed by the past president, and some of the language, some of the behavior were also very appalling. So it is like it is becoming part of the minority at any time to want to oppose the appointment of a majority president. And I'm not sure that is a good behavior. And in any case, when you consider people in the political space attacking each other, sometimes frivolously like that, it only just exposes the class members to crucifixion by the public. If you have a genuine complaint about any person or any person of political color, you can always bring it out appropriately. But when the person appears before you for vetting, and the purpose is to find his suitability to the office he is being appointed to, I believe that what you need to do is to investigate his competence, his qualifications, his background, his experience, and his bill and his network and things like that. If you have any other issues with other persons, I believe there are enough channels outside the military platform to want to do that. We have an office of ASP, we have the Attorney General's Department, we have the Police Department, we have Yoko, and all the like. But when you take center stage in Parliament and you have an obligation, a responsibility, a mandate to exercise, and you purport to import mandates outside the parliamentary mandate, that is where you have the conflict of interest. That's where I don't approve of the sentiment, the communication, the choice of words, and the abuse of the office that we are all complaining about. But given as it has been, I believe that we have to resort to probably training. That's where I was seeking support of people like Dr. Edu, who I testify having sat for his tutelage to come in. Probably
talking about that, Honorable Apiakubi, please hold on with that. That would be the next line of questioning. So please hold on. This morning we're joined by Dr. Tony Edu and Honorable Andy Apiakubi. When we return after these messages, we'll look at the way forward when it comes to the level of quality in Ghana's parliament. We'll be right back.
Morning Show.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
As a busy professional, I struggled with back and neck strain from long hours at my desk. To improve my focus, productivity, and well-being, I sought expert advice from the CEO of Expert Office Furnish.
After being in the furniture business for 25 years, I can tell you two things that causes back pain in the workspace: bad sitting posture and not sitting on a good chair. I recommend to you the Genevia Beeper chair, the chair that helps you to sit right. When you don't sit right, it beeps for you to be able to sit right. The next will be the Enjoy chair. It takes every body shape and size. Buy a chair that will support your back and give you that comfort to be able to deliver on your job.
Expert Office Furnish offers molding furniture for comfort, productivity, and style. From seating to customized solutions, plus interior decoration services, they've got it all. Find them off the Atomic Hills Estate Road in Ashonman or call 0571 386602 on Facebook and Instagram at Expert Office Furnish.
This Valentine's Day, the stars are lining up to give you that ultimate love experience. Prepare for an evening of total romance as KBKB Music and Image Bureau presents the highly anticipated Vitamilk Love Night 2025. 7 p.m. on Friday, February 14 at the Grand Arena. Come, feel the magic of high life as Kwabna sets the tone for his special 20th anniversary tickets selling now for only 300 Ghana Cedis single or 500 Ghana Cedis double at *714*1010# or visit vitamilklovenight.com. Make the night even more special by reserving a table for 2, 4, or more by calling 055-110-3393 to book now. Media partners, Joy 99.7 FM.
The Joy News Impact Makers Awards is here again to honor everyday people making extraordinary impact across Ghana. But we can't do it without you. Yes, you. We need you to tell us whom you think should be the next Joy News Impact Maker. That person could be your neighbor, family member, friend, colleague, or someone you have heard about making significant strides in your community. The Joy News Impact Makers Awards brings your heroes and heroines into the spotlight. You can nominate an impact maker in just a few easy steps. Send an email to impact.makersaward@myjoyonline.com, fill the form, and tell us about your hero or heroine. Entries are open from now to February the 10th, 2025. You can make your hero or heroine a Joy News Impact Maker and appreciate the work they do for your community, be it in health, education, ICT, water and sanitation, agriculture, and many more. Also remember to nominate that person for a special award in climate adaptation innovations and ICT. Joy News Impact Makers Awards, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impact.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Morning Show.
Right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM with me, Winston Amwa, and Raymond Aqua. Now, this one we've been joined by Dr. Tony Edu and Honorable Andy Apia-Kubi, a practicing lawyer and a former member of Parliament for Asante Achim North. We're looking at the quality in Ghana's Parliament, which they all agree is not the best. The next leg of the conversation is how do we improve upon the quality in Ghana's Parliament. But lead the change with a university built for tomorrow's leaders. Heritage Christian University is set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education through creativity and innovation. Since 2018, the university has given over 450,000 as startup grants to a number of its students to start their businesses. There's a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, and practical learning with professional certification accredited by GTech and located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. There are graduate and undergraduate programs. Call them on 0547 777731 or 0202298399 or visit their website hcuc.edu.gh for more details. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Now, are you looking for reliable, uninterrupted electricity supply? Deep Solar Ghana has you covered. For only 58,000 Ghana cedis, you can go fully solar and enjoy independence from the grid. No more light ups or power fluctuations, just peace of mind and savings. Call Deep Solar Ghana now on 059 549 4113. That is 059 549 4113. Visit deepsolarghana.com to learn more. Remember, your energy independence begins when you call Deep Solar on 059 549 4113.
So are you a graduate from the university, Polytechnic, College of Education, Nursing and Midwifery College, or you've completed SHS and looking forward for the opportunity to study your dream course abroad? You can study in countries like Australia, Canada, UK, US, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. These countries have an excellent reputation in teaching and research, and you can work part-time to support your studies and get up to 4 years post-study work visa when you've completed successfully. So the winter applications are still open, and so you can contact Astolinks to get information about admission, scholarship, as well as how to secure your study visa. Astolinks is located at 4A Popo Street, East Legon. Call them on 0265 341070. Visit their website, astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Are you upgrading your office space? Call the experts if you want a healthy chair that takes care of your spine, and this is absolutely important. You'll never know until you have a difficulty with your back. Now call Expert Office Furnish Company Limited for your ergonomic swivel chairs today. Our ergonomic swivel chairs has intelligent seat cushion with dynamic bionic spine pressure. The relief is actually designed nicely to provide you. The system is designed to provide you the relief that you desire. Now, the dynamic smart motion back support technology is equipped with double wings and support chips. These ergonomic swivel chairs, they have great benefits for your health and spine. At Expert Office Furnish Company Limited, we also have executive desk, cabinets, conference, and all office furniture that suits your budget. Locators of the Atomic Hills Estate Road on the Asori Junction. This is near ASI Plaza, Ashoman Estates. And call us on 0571386600 or 0244280532, or find us on Facebook at Expert Office Furnish GH, and on Instagram Expert Office Furnish, Twitter to Expert Furnish. Visit our website, that's expertofficefurnish.com. Expert Office Furnish, your health, your wealth.
We still have Dr. Tonyedu and Andy Apiakubi with us. So let me just wrap this up. Honorable Andy Apiakubi, so going forward, we've talked about the challenges, we've talked about where we are. What do we do?
Yes, thank you very much, my brother. I think that it's a time that we need to acknowledge what we have and keep it and develop it. We have all advocated that we are not happy with what we are seeing and what is there. We cannot do that. We need to provide education for them, and I believe that parliamentarians must be humble enough to want to pursue personal and collective development as members of the House. Some of them may think that once they have arrived in Parliament, they are good enough for the purpose of which they are there. But I beg to differ and say that the words of former president of one of the institutions, he says that he who chooses to improve chooses to be good. So let them appreciate the fact that the shortcomings that the public is complaining of is an advertisement of the gap between the expectation and the reality, and therefore they need to work to bridge the gap. Bridging the gap means getting developed through education, through experience, and through networking, probably through a mentorship program.
But Honorable, the other problem is the monetary problem that you've all talked about.
Right. I will come to that.
Okay.
So, and I cited the case of Doctor in time past when he was giving lectures on student leadership and all that. We need to go through that again. And that is why I was inviting people like him to still continue to do this national service of providing knowledge to the selected few in the House. Now, coming back to monetization, I want to prescribe a solution for consideration. And this solution is where we make sure that delegates who will vote to select leaders are unknown until the time that they are voting. This we can do by opening up the list of qualified persons to vote. For example, we have maybe 2,000 of members of a particular political party in a constituency who are qualified by way of membership and in good standing. We give them all the opportunity to come. But we want 500 people to act as delegates. So let us have a ballot papers of yes, 500 and no 1,500. Put them all together. Let's have the ballot before. You go through the ballot to select. If you select a yes, you proceed to go and vote. If you select a no, then you receive. So that the person who is going to vote to select a candidate will not be known to contestants before the voting. In all cases of knowing the contestant, that breeds the corruption. That is
but before you go on, this 2,000, would they be known to the contestants?
Yes, but if say we have,
so if the 2,000 are known to the contestants, can't the contestants influence all of them? Bearing in mind that 500 out of the 2,000 are going to vote.
Hypothetically, because in every constituency you will have 30,000, 20,000, and the like. So I'm only using the 2,000 only hypothetically so that it will help us in the calculation. But let's say in my constituency where we have 57,000 eligible voters, you cannot even buy 10,000, let alone 20,000 and 30,000. So if all 30,000 members are eligible to vote, and you put maybe 500 and say 3,000, because normally not everybody will come, even though qualified. So maybe you say put 5,000, put 500 of them as say a yes vote. Then let us come and do a random selection and then proceed to vote. If the delegates are unknown, it is difficult to try to influence anybody, because the delegate himself will not know he will be delegate until he goes through the ballot. We must find a way of making it difficult for monetary considerations to influence the selection. This is what I'm proposing on the fiscal front. Otherwise, if it is about who pays the best, we will not get the quality that we want. Because it is not a case that competence goes with ability to pay. And therefore, when the criteria is ability to pay, you will relegate competence to the background, and we will get what we don't want. So, and again, there must be public education also to the general public, for them to understand the obligations and the office of what you are supposed to do. Because wrongly, people tag politicians, parliamentarians as development agents. But unfortunately, that is not the case, because they don't control the purse. When the president comes to a constituency, he is hailed as having done all.
Honorable, you make these promises when you are campaigning.
He is verified because he has not delivered votes. When you leave the president hailing him to go without asking him for the road, and you want to rather tag the MP for not having constructed the road, it means you don't understand. You understand? We need to provide that understanding to them. And when you say that people campaign on delivering roads, you see, when you generalize that you don't pick the right candidates for emulation because you think that everybody does that. No, I make sure I tell people that I don't have the capacity to construct roads. In my campaign, I always do that. You can find out. But some of them who unknowingly advertise competencies that they don't have, that is the challenge. And unfortunately, people like you, journalists, you don't correct us. You rather bring out information that all of us are saying the same. So it is not the case.
Hold on a minute. We actually do that. Hold on a minute. Let me bring in Dr. Tonyedu because of our time. Dr. Tonyedu, how do we solve this? How do we deal with the problem?
We have a Herculean task ahead of us. First of all, I think the MPs we have, they must undergo training. We need attitudinal change and institutional reforms from the grassroots participant to the one who votes. Like Honorable Apia Kubi said, we need physical decentralization. Let the money go down there. The money belongs to the people. And therefore, you cannot centralize the physical regime and then come and lie that you are giving $1 million to every constituency when what you have constructed won't come up to even 100,000. So The politician needs re-education and reorientation. The electorate needs the same thing, attitude, not change, and don't look at your MP as the one who is coming to save you. We need honest governments that will deliver real welfare to the people of this country and not rhetorical speech, passing the buck. That is how we have been governed. And that's how the ordinary people are suffering. The current NDC government must know that the electorate punished the MPP for the 8 years maladministration of this country. If the same thing occurs in the NDC, then all politicians must find a hole and go and hide in it. Because come 2028, it's going to be butu-butu. The money will flow. Why? Everybody wants to go to parliament so that they will lobby and become ministers and take their share of money. When I was working for President Mills, most of my IT infrastructure was paid for by the UNDP. The government didn't pay anything. And yet, at the end of every year, I return the money back to chest. My accountant and staff were very annoyed with me. And I said, money is not mine. It's for the government. So if I don't use it, it goes back to the government. Of course, I cannot say that my resolution should be widespread among everybody. Because most people have responsibilities that I don't have. So I can afford to be frugal and full frontal. But if we don't change our behavior and attitude and have institutional reforms, I'm talking about those who have been set up to fight corruption. They must put Ghana first.
Okay.
And it's not that.
Okay, I think we may have lost them, but point well made. Thank you very much, Dr. Tony Edu, and thank you also, Honorable Andy Apia Kubi. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Super Morning Show.
From the day that I met you, girl, I knew that your love would be.
Another season of love is here, and we are living the experience in a special way.
Happy Valentine's to all you lovers out there.
Let's try something new, shall we?
This year, prove to the world that you're the 21st century William Shakespeare. Enjoy FM's My Endless Love Valentine promo.
Here is what you have to do. Write a captivating half-page poem about your lover, telling the world how much you love him or her and the wonderful qualities that make them the most special person in the world. The poem must end with my endless love.
Next, record a video of you reading out the poem to your lover with all the emotions you can employ and send the recording to us via WhatsApp on 055-1111-997. Go ahead and also post it on social media
and tag us at Joy 99.7 FM. Remember to send us a beautiful photo of you and your partner and the title of your favorite love song.
10 lucky couples with the most captivating entries will be treated to a special dinner, music, dance, and other beautiful activities at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel on Valentine's Day. There's also a night stay up for grabs by one of the 10 lucky couples. Entries close on the 7th of February 2025.
Do not miss it.
Super Morning Show.
Oh no, this
is not this one that has Batman on it.
Batman, yes.
Yes.
Batman, yes.
Yeah.
The Trinity.
Kokoveli,
Batman, and KK Fosu.
True.
Anyway, but I checked Dr. Tonyedu's vetting. It was in 99.
Okay.
It was March. So I checked again. It was in March 99. His swearing was in April 99. So he was Deputy Minister of Defense from April 1999 to January 2001. But why wait to own your dream phone when you have it now? When you can have it now without breaking the bank with MTN Pay and Pay Later, you can own your perfect smartphone and pay in easy installments over a 4 to 6 month period. The best part is all phones come with up to 3 GB free data, so you can share your pictures and get all the biggest scoops online for the first 6 months after purchase. Simply dial *170#, choose device pick and pay later under the loan menu to start the process with just a small initial deposit, and you then stop by any MTN service center to grab your dream phone and enjoy the ultimate smartphone experience.
They may not be your everyday newsmakers like Sami Odame, but they are champions in your neighborhood. They touch the very core of humanity, making life meaningful and bringing hope to the hopeless. They are always eager to brighten the corner where they are, even when no one else will take the risk. They are the first to take the initiative in the quest to change the narrative with their personal resources. Even if you find them worthy of celebration and national recognition, nominate them for the Joy News Impact Makers Awards 2025. Now, the call for nomination has been open. You have the next 5 days to deliver on that. 6 days. Today is 4th. Yes, so we have 6 days. Ending the February 10th. That's when they will close nominations. Send your entries to impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com to recognize your community hero. Don't forget impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com, and you recognize your community hero. Join News Impact Makers, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impacts.
So Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at affordable prices, is introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, offering free delivery within Accra and Tema. They accept payment via Momo across all networks, but terms and conditions apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Which means it's 4 minutes to 10. That's all.
Very much so.
That's all from us this morning here on the Super Morning Show. But before we go, Raymond, I want to wish Israel Lai and the family condolences. And he lost his father, XWO2 James Emmanuel Ni Chawe Lai, who died on Tuesday, January 28th, 2025, at the age of 89. We're told that the book of condolence has been opened at the Osukuku Hill residence in Accra. Friends and sympathizers are welcome to visit the residence on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sundays from 12 noon to 5 p.m. to offer your condolences and sign the book. Right, that's all from us. On behalf of the team led by Samuel Dami, my name is Winston Amwa.
Raymond Aqua.
Have a lovely